I'ma own it. Blasted to 10, then keep going. There ain't no coasting, I never settle, don't play. Putting the kettle to flame. I go 100 all day. Foot on the pedal, no brakes. 10, 9, paid on my dues, waited in line. 8, 7, now it's about time that I take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine. Brighter than all of the lights, that's when it's game time. Seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my time. This is my shot clock goes tick-tock. Haters wish that I slip. No, I don't miss. MJ all hits. Watch me pop off, I'm the king now. Moonwalk to the ring now. Keep on wondering how. Let that choir sing now. 10, 9, paid on my dues, waited in line. 8, 7, now it's about time that I take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine. Brighter than all of the lights, that's when it's game time. Seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my time. This is my time. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine. Brighter than all of the lights, that's when it's game time. Seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my moment, you better bet that I'm on it. Ready and set, I'ma own it. Blasted to 10, then keep going. There ain't no coasting, I never settle, don't play. Putting the kettle to flame. I go 100 all day. Foot on the pedal, no brakes. 10, 9, paid on my dues, waited in line. 8, 7, now it's about time that I take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine. Brighter than all of the lights, that's when it's game time. Seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my time. This is my shot clock goes tick-tock. Haters wish that I slip. No, I don't miss. MJ all hits. Watch me pop off, I'm the king now. Moonwalk to the ring now. Keep on wondering how. Let that choir sing now. 10, 9, paid on my dues, waited in line. 8, 7, now it's about time that I take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine. Brighter than all of the lights, that's when it's game time. Seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my time. This is my time. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine. Brighter than all of the lights, that's when it's game time. Seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my moment, you better bet that I'm on it. Ready and set, I'ma own it. Blasted to 10, then keep going. There ain't no coasting, I never settle, don't play. Putting the kettle to flame. I go 100 all day. Foot on the pedal, no brakes. 10, 9, paid on my dues, waited in line. 8, 7, now it's about time take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine, brighter than all of the lights. That's when it's game time. Seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my time. This is my shot clock goes tick-tock. Haters wish that I slip. No, I don't miss. MJ all hits. Watch me pop off, I'm the king now. Moonwalk to the ring now. Keep on wondering how. Let that choir sing now. 10, 9, paid on my dues, waited in line. 8, 7, now it's about time that I take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine, brighter than all of the lights. That's when it's game time. Seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my time. This is my time. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine, brighter than all of the lights. That's when it's game time. Seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my moment, you better bet that I'm on it. Ready and set, I'ma own it. Blasted to 10, then keep going. There ain't no coasting, I never settle, don't play. Putting the kettle to flame. I go 100 all day. Foot on the pedal, no brakes. 10, 9, paid on my dues, waited in line. 8, 7, now it's about time that I take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine, brighter than all of the lights. That's when it's game time. Seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my time. This is my shot clock goes tick-tock. Haters wish that I slip. No, I don't miss. MJ all hits. Watch me pop off, I'm the king now. Moonwalk to the ring now. Keep on wondering how. Let that choir sing now. 10, 9, paid on my dues, waited in line. 8, 7, now it's about time that I take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine, brighter than all of the lights. That's when it's game time. Seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my time. This is my time. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine, brighter than all of the lights. That's when it's game time. Seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my moment, you better bet that I'm on it. Ready and set, I'ma own it. Blasted to 10, then keep going. There ain't no coasting, I never settle, don't play. Putting the kettle to flame. I go 100 all day. Foot on the pedal, no brakes. 10, 9, paid on my dues, waited in line. 8, 7, now it's about time that I take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine, brighter than all of the lights. That's when it's game time. tick-tock, haters wish that I slip. No, I don't miss it. MJ all hits. Watch me pop off, I'm the king now. Moonwalk to the ring now. Keep on wondering how. Let that choir sing now. 10, 9, paid on my dues, waited in line. 8, 7, now it's about time that I take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine. Brighter than all of the lights, cause when it's game time, seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind, beating the buzzer like this is my time. This is my time. This is my time. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine. Brighter than all of the lights, cause when it's game time, seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind, beating the buzzer like this is my time. This is my moment, you better bet that I'm on it. Ready and set, I'ma own it. Blast it to 10, then keep going. There ain't no coasting, I never settle, don't play. Putting the kettle to flame, I go 100 all day. Foot on the pedal, no brakes. 10, 9, paid on my dues, waited in line. 8, 7, now it's about time that I take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine. Brighter than all of the lights, cause when it's game time, seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind, beating the buzzer like this is my time. This is my time. This is my shot clock goes tick-tock. Haters wish that I slip. No, I don't miss it. MJ all hits. Watch me pop off, I'm the king now. Moonwalk to the ring now. Keep on wondering how. Let that choir sing now. 10, 9, paid on my dues, waited in line. 8, 7, now it's about time that I take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine. Brighter than all of the lights, cause when it's game time, seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind, beating the buzzer like this is my time. This is my time. This is my time. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine. Brighter than all of the lights, cause when it's game time, seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind, beating the buzzer like this is my time. This is my moment, you better bet that I'm on it. Ready and set, I'ma own it. Blast it to 10, then keep going. There ain't no coasting, I never settle, don't play. Putting the kettle to flame, I go 100 all day. Foot on the pedal, no brakes. 10, 9, paid on my dues, waited in line. 8, 7, now it's about time that I take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time, I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine. Brighter than all of the lights, cause when it's game time, seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind, beating the buzzer like this is my time. This is my time. This is my shot clock goes tick-tock. Haters wish that I slip. No, I don't miss it. MJ all hits. Watch me pop off, I'm the king now. Moonwalk to the ring now. Keep on wondering how. Let that choir sing now. 10, 9, paid on my dues, waited take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1, watch out, here I come. This is my time. I'm on the rise, can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine, brighter than all of the lights. Cause when it's game time, seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind, beating the buzzer like this is my time. This is my time. This is my time. This is my time. I'm on the rise, can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time, ready to shine, brighter than all of the lights. Cause when it's game time, seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind, beating the buzzer like this is my time. This is my moment, you better bet that I'm on it. Ready and set, I'ma own it. Blast it to 10, then keep going. There ain't no coasting, I never settle, don't play. Putting the kettle to flame, I go 100 all day. Foot on the pedal, no brakes. 10, 9, paid on my dues, waited in line. 8, 7, now it's about time that I take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1, watch out.
All right, certainly is our time. Welcome as we are live at 10:14 in the morning on a Friday, the first day of spring break, March the 13th, Friday the 13th. Welcome to the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena for the bronze medal matchup for the girls Class 4A state championships, as the number 2 seed Rock Creek Mustangs will be taking on the number 1 seed, the Wellington Crusaders, from a huge battle right here to win the bronze medal, the coveted 3rd place award in Class 4A. It was a week ago. We had 32 teams start the sub-state first rounds. Then it got whittled down to 16. After the sub-state championship, 8 teams advanced on to the state tournaments. On Tuesday, we saw the quarterfinals played across the states as the 8s whittled down to 4. And then, as of yesterday, there was just 2 remaining teams standing. The 2 teams that advanced to the championship game tomorrow, Saturday the 14th at 12:30, is going to be Topeka Hayden and also Bishop Miege. Miege making their 33rd state championship game appearance. But the 2 losers in the consolation brackets are battling here in 10 minutes. It's your Rock Creek Mustangs taking on the Wellington Crusaders. Welcome to this exclusive coverage of Rock Creek Mustangs USD 323 Rock Creek Sports broadcast. My name's Tyler Jackson, joined alongside by my main man, Mr. Logan Miner. Logan, for starters, bro, you've been crushing the state tournament, so thank you for your contributions for this broadcast. Also, getting down to the final game of the season for the girls.
Yeah, I appreciate your confidence, first of all. I will say the Mustang ladies, we did come up short yesterday, but they can't hang their hat. They've had a phenomenal season. They have a lot to be proud of, but also a quick turnaround today against a good Wellington team. It's going to be an interesting matchup. You've got the 1 and 2 seeds in the state tournament meeting up in the 3rd place game. I'm really excited. I think this could be a really fun matchup, and it will be interesting to see how it plays out.
Absolutely. It's going to be a battle of some pretty bigs. So looking at the matchup, it is the number 1 and the number 2 seeds. So kind of something that we were hoping would gear towards the state championship game. And it is going to be a state championship game de facto, of course, with the winner, with having a prize at the end of the tunnel, having the 3rd place trophy that will forever live in the trophy case. Again, for Rock Creek, this is only the 2nd time in school history they've ever made the state tournaments. First time making it to even making it to play for an actual honest placing, which would be 3rd place tonight. So very historic. And my friend, you said it last night during postgame, like you hit the nail on the head saying there's very few teams that get to finish their basketball season on a win. Rock Creek, the Lady Mustangs, have a chance to do that today.
Oh, yeah, and it's always good to take home hardware, something they'll hold on to for the rest of their life. They'll tell stories to their kids about these days sometime. And ending the season on a win is always a really good feeling. Obviously, we hope that it was the first place game, the championship game, but we're here. We might as well make the most of it and see if we can't go get a win in the season.
Absolutely. And the pregame is brought to you by Faith Furniture and the Faith family. Faith Furniture is proud to help families create comfortable and welcoming homes with quality furniture and friendly service you can trust. Whether you're finishing a new space or upgrading a room in your home, Faith Furniture is committing to help you find the perfect fit. Faith Furniture and the Faith family, proud supporters of local communities, local schools, and local student athletes. All season long, football season, basketball season included. Every broadcast has been brought to you by Rampage Academy. They're our presenting sponsor of Backroads Sports. They focus on speed, strength, and athletic performance training, helping athletes develop the explosiveness and conditioning needed to compete at their best. So Rampage Academy is proud to support local athletics and proud to power Backroads Broadcasting. Well, doing a quick semifinal recap from the game last night, Rock Creek does enter this contest after a hard-fought semifinal matchup yesterday against Bishop Miege, falling 59-43. The Lady Mustangs battled throughout the game against one of the top programs in Kansas, but ultimately came up short for their bid for the ultimate prize, the state championship.
Yeah, and those semifinal games can be emotional and physical, and they were every bit of that. Unfortunately, that first quarter really kind of made the difference. Other than that, I felt like these Mustang girls played a really strong basketball game. But good teams regroup, they reset, and they come back ready to compete. The Mustangs have been really good about showing up, playing one game at a time all season.
Absolutely. And then on the other side of the bracket, the game that happened before our game yesterday afternoon was Topeka Hayden taking on Wellington. They were tied up with 20 seconds to go. Hayden hit a huge three, a couple of fouls, sent him to the free throw line, where they ended up having a 50-45 win, where Hayden had a 50-45 win over Wellington. So we watched the number 1 seed fall to the number 4 seed, and that's kind of how the semifinals went down yesterday. Wellington, throughout the season, they've had a great season. Their only loss up until yesterday, because their record so far is 23-2, their only loss up until yesterday was actually a team that we saw at the inaugural Flurry on Flush back in December, the Hayes High Indians. They lost by 17 to Hayes High. So Wellington putting together a really nice season.
Yeah, and that score seemed like a little bit of an outlier to me. I wonder if they didn't have girls healthy or something, because their scores all season, and I didn't see that particular game, were pretty significant wins for them by large margins. So to see them lose by 17 to a team was a little bit surprising.
I mean, you said that they beat Rose Hill. What was the score on that one?
I think it was 59-3. As long as Keisha's score was correct, which usually they are, 59-3 is a score that you don't see often in basketball.
Yeah, for sure. So it's going to be a great battle today, without a doubt. As we take a look at the routes to victory for each team, we're just a few minutes away from starting lineups and then tip-off here from the Hutchinson Sports Arena. It's the third place game, Rock Creek taking on Wellington. Big shout-out goes out to our friend Wendy Rogers at Flint Hills ISR, our sponsor for Routes to Victory. Your child is capable of becoming their own flotation device. Your child is capable of saving their own life. Give Wendy Rogers with Flint Hills ISR a call at 785-230-9574. Again, that's 785-230-9574 to learn more about ISR self-rescue swim lessons. Well, the first route to victory for Rock Creek, number one, they got to respond with energy. After yesterday's semifinal, the Mustangs need to come out with fresh energy. Starting strong in the first quarter can help Rock Creek set the tone early. Number two, they got to keep up that defensive intensity that they honestly did a really good job of maintaining throughout the entire game yesterday, despite being down by as much as 20 at one point. Their ID has been built around defensive pressure. If they can apply pressure, contest shots, and limit second chances, they'll put themselves in position to control the game. And then routes, number three, they have got to have balanced scoring. When Rock Creek gets contributions from multiple players offensively, the Mustangs become very difficult to defend. They got the looks in the paint yesterday. They were able to go up against the bigs and the really good players from Bishop Miege and really attack and get some looks inside the bucket. They just didn't finish. And so they have to have some good balanced scoring. So respond with energy, defensive intensity, and balanced scoring is the routes to victory for Rock Creek. Now, Logan, what do you think for the Wellington routes to victory should be?
Well, their first route to victory is controlling tempo. Obviously, Rock Creek does a really good job of controlling tempo of games, especially with that defensive intensity you talked about. Wellington's going to kind of need to flip the script there and control the tempo on their own, play at the pace they want to play. Number 2, key to victory here is they need to rebound well. Pitzer, obviously a monster down low. Frazee gets in there. Martini, all these girls are really good at rebounding. Wellington's going to have to take that into account, make sure they've got bodies on girls and are rebounding well. And then finally, taking advantage of opportunities that they get. I think that's a general key to victory for everybody in this state tournament. And you saw Rock Creek last night. We had some opportunities in the paint. We didn't capitalize on those. So that's something that Wellington's going to need to do tonight.
As we're just a few moments away from tip-off here at the Hutchinson Sports Arena, it's the bronze medal game, the third-place game for Class 4A. It's going to be a really good one. It's going to be seed number 1, Wellington, 23-2 on the season against Rock Creek, 23-4 on the season, as we are 90 seconds away from starters and intros. But my friends, I mean, honestly, looking at this Rock Creek team throughout the entire season, no seniors on this team whatsoever. No seniors, which is pretty awesome to take a look at. The fact that they dropped 2 games in December, still came out on fire in January, ran through the NCKL lineup pretty well, only lost to Wamego. Wamego had a pretty good team. And in fact, the Wamego girls team lost to this Wellington team. And so that's another kind of factor to have the 2 degrees of separation from every team in the state of Kansas. Rock Creek was able to bounce back after that loss to Wamego in January, roll through February, defend and avenge that loss to Wamego before coming into March and having a pretty good tournament all up until last night. So if they respond well, they come out of the gates, they believe in themselves. I mean, they've been a team that's, for lack of a better term, underachieved all season. They're going to be high achievers today.
I agree completely, Tyler. And I think the biggest key today is it's really easy to get deflated from a semifinal loss. So we're going to see which one of these teams, as we mentioned earlier, kind of regrouped and is ready to show up from the get-go.
Once again, thank you to Faith Furniture and the Faith family for being our pregame sponsor. We are just a few moments away from tip-off right here at the Hutchinson Sports Arena. The winner today takes 3rd place. Rock Creek in the bronze medal game. This is a huge game, one of the biggest games in the girls program since the school consolidation in 1991. So we're excited to bring this exclusive coverage to you right here on Back Roads Broadcasting. We're going to have the starting lineups coming our way, but first we're going to step aside for the greatest song ever written, the national anthem of the United States of America. We'll be back in a few moments with tip-off. You're watching exclusive coverage of Rock Creek Mustangs basketball right here on Back Roads Broadcasting.
Speaking and acting responsibly and showing courtesy and respect for your fellow fans, the officials and coaches, the administration and authority figures, and of course, your team and opponents. Let's make today's contest great by remembering to respect the game and to remember sportsmanship starts with me. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask if you are able to please stand and kindly remove your hats as we honor America and honor those who protect our freedoms at home and abroad with our national anthem. Today's anthem is being performed by the Minneapolis High School Concert Choir under the direction of Sarah Hawking. Lucy Martini. For Wellington, wearing number 2, Lindy Barton. For Rock Creek, wearing number 1, Kylie Frazee. For Wellington, wearing number 3, Drew Zika. For Rock Creek, wearing number 24, Riley Freeze. For Wellington, wearing number 5, Vivian Wright. For Rock Creek, wearing number 25, Rory Pitzer. For Wellington, wearing number 21, Cruz Corneo. For Rock Creek, wearing number 35, Hadley Hake. For Wellington, wearing number 24, Kirsten Gregory. Your head coach for Rock Creek is Trevor Keller. The head coach for Wellington, Eric Adams. Your officials for this afternoon's contest, or rather for this morning's contest, are Jeremy Mack, Lance Ferguson, and Nancy Tooley. Let's give them a round of applause.
These are starting lineups for the third place game. Number 1 seeded Wellington, 23-2 on the season, taking on the number 2 ranked Rock Creek Mustangs, 23-4 on the year. That A-team lineup for Rock Creek, and there we got Lucy Martini, Kylie Frazee. We've got Riley Freese out there, Rory Pitzer, Hadley Hake. As we see, a pretty good contest, a pretty good matchup today. These two teams pair up very well, and I'm excited for this one. Tyler Jackson, Logan Miner, Backroads Broadcasting, as the tip-off is officially underway in the bronze medal game from the Hutchinson Sports Arena. That one's won by Wellington. As we see the first drive into the paints, Cornejo not able to get that one to go, picked up by Rock Creek, going from right to left. Rock Creek in their black road uniforms with white trim. Wellington in their home whites with red trim. As we see a foul called, the first foul on the game.
And a good aggressive look there from Frazee to start it off. I like the tempo that we've started the game off with so far.
Absolutely, as that foul is going to be called on Vivian Wright. Her first personal, team's first, game's first, as a sideline inbound pass from Frazee over to Hake, back to Frazee. Frazee loses the handle on that one, picked up by Cornejo. Going the other way now for the Crusaders of Wellington is a pass intended from Cornejo to Drew Zika, not able to get the pitch and catch on that one. It's going to sail out of bounds. It's going to be the game's first turnover. As we are 40 seconds into this one, still scoreless. Frazee all the way down, shot up in a double team. Rock Creek's wanting a foul on that one, not going to get it. Picked up by the Crusaders. As we see Hadley Hake, who did a really great job yesterday on Mary Grant, the star Division I signee for Bishop Miege, playing good defense out on the point today. As look at Riley Freese, the Bulldog, getting in there, getting the steal. Riley Freese, as the season has gone on, her defense has gotten better, and she's just crushing. As we see a three from Hadley Hake from the right wing, put it up and score.
This is an optimal start for the Mustangs. That was excellent help defensive position by Riley Freese there on the defensive end of the floor.
As we see another empty possession as a turnover. Riley Freese to Frazee, not able to get the handle on it. It's going to sail out of bounds, and it's going to be in favor of the Crusaders. As we are 82 seconds into this contest, Rock Creek's up 3-0. As we see Barton to get the ball, spin around from the free throw line, not able to get that one to drop. Picked up by Riley Freese. Off to Frazee. Freese back down low to Pitzer. Pitzer being double teamed by Cornejo and Zika. Getting fouled. They're going to charge that one on Lindy Barton. It's going to be Lindy Barton's first personal foul. Second team foul for the Crusaders. As Lucy Martini, nice little bounce pass from the baseline. Spin move, an athletic spin move by Kylie Frazee. Not able to get that one to drop. It's going to be picked up by Pitzer. They're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow was in favor of the Mustangs, so Martini to inbound it from the baseline yet once again. Inbounds it. It was off the hands of Vivian Wright. Picked up by Martini. Thrown over to Freese. Freese for three. Off the mark. Picked up by the Crusaders from left to right. Quickly now, as the ball that was getting thrown down to Lindy Barton. Didn't fall. Picked up the numbers now for Rock Creek. That one's put up by Hadley Hake. Off the mark. Picked up by the Crusaders. And there's going to be the game's first foul called on Rock Creek.
And oh my, we've got some back and forth here. It feels like we've ran up and down the court more today than we saw all game yesterday so far. So I really am enjoying the intensity here.
Yep.
Team's just taking shots left and right.
Hopefully they got some coffee in them this morning, as it's 10:34 real time. I think everybody's still kind of waking up a little bit, as the ball's going to be inbounded to Cornejo from the baseline. That shot's going to be shorts. Cornejo is wanting the foul on that. Picked up by Rock Creek instead. Is Lucy Martini wide open from the right wing. Is going to put up a three. Nope. Pitzer down low, picks it up, puts it on the court. Spin moves to the right, bounces it off the glass and scores.
Excellent rebounding position there by Pitzer. Wellington's had a few good looks offensively. They've just got to capitalize. I'd like to see them slow it down a little bit and get better looks in general.
Rock Creek off to an ideal start here. It's a brand new team. Not much scouting, right? You had about 12 hours of scouting, as we see Lindy Barton coming in, streaking across the paint to put that up and score for the Crusaders, their first basket on the game. But not much scouting done by this Rock Creek team to know anything about this Wellington team. Coming out, checking out the first moments of measurement as we see Pitzer with her left hand, man. Spin move. As the season has gone on, Pitzer's gotten so much better with that shot. She put it up, and she scored. She's got 4 on the game.
Man, she's fun to watch down around the block area, so see if she can keep it going.
I think she's been playing with a lot of confidence after matching up really well against McClinton yesterday. The 6'1" senior, the powerhouse for Bishop Miege. Rory wasn't intimidated by her and actually held her pretty scoreless most of the game until a low score most of the game until Rory got into foul trouble. But other than that, I mean, I think Rory has some really good confidence right now based off of that yesterday and as the way the season has gone on. As we see a turnover once again for Wellington, a timeout is going to be called by the Crusaders and their coach, Eric Adams. And we're going to go ahead and give a big shout out to our first quarter sponsor. A big thank you goes out to the DeWeese family. Ryan DeWeese and his family have been longtime supporters of local athletics and community events, and their generosity has helped make it possible for us to bring you coverage of the state tournaments. From all of us at Backroads Broadcasting, everybody from Rock Creek Nation, I know it's the first day of spring break. We're a couple hours away from home, but not everybody was able to make it on a Friday morning to Hutchinson. There's no radio, right? Local radio covering this, and so it's been awesome to have all the local businesses and local families, including the DeWeese family, step up, offer a sponsorship, make it possible to where you can kill time at work, watch this game. It's going to be like, March Madness next week, and I'm not doing nothing on Friday next week type thing. So thank you to the DeWeese family. With your generosity, it made it possible to bring you coverage of this morning's game. As we're looking at 7-2, 4:36 left here in the first quarter. Logan, tell me what you've been seeing so far, my friends.
I think you made a great point earlier. It's a very quick turnaround. I doubt there was much scouting that went on in general. You're really just expecting your girls to execute the general game plan of the season at this point. So go out, play your best ball, and let's see if we can end the season on a win.
Lucy Martini now inbounding the ball over to Frazee. It's kind of sad this is the last game of the year no matter what, because that Martini to Frazee has been so fun all season. As the ball is going to be rattling around. The pass from Martini over to Pitzer, not really able to be competed. Going the other way now for the Crusaders. Vivian Wright's going to put the shot up. You saw the wolf, you heard the steps coming in behind by Kylie Frazee. They are going to call a foul on Frazee. Her first personal, second team foul, so she has one, Lucy has one. And to the free throw line now to shoot 2 is going to be Vivian Wright, the 5'10" sophomore for the Crusaders.
That was a strong take there by Wright. It looked like Martini had good position, could have potentially taken a charge. Wright identified that maybe she didn't have her feet set yet and decided to go up strong.
First shot from Vivian Wright's going to rattle around and decide to drop after all. as the second free throw is forthwith. That one's up, and that one's also good. 7-4 now. Rock Creek still in front. As the pass from Kendi Whaley intended for Frazie's going to be off the mark. Going fast the other way. Kirsten Gregory is going to take that one up. Lucy smartly decided to just back off a little bit. She could have contested that one to the basket, didn't. Gregory was able to make it. And now on the Rock Creek front courts, off of Wellington's going to remain with the Lady Mustangs. 7-6, officially halfway through the first quarter. Reagan Atkins, Kendi Whaley in the game now for the Lady Mustangs. As the shot from Pitzer, she put that one up, but Lindy Barton, who's also 6 foot tall, a senior, got a little bit too aggressive on that block attempt and fouled her.
Well, and it looks like Wellington's made some adjustments. They've really tried to prevent Pitzer from getting the ball down low. There's a little bit of a mishap there and a good find on the inbounds to get the ball to Pitzer.
Well, watching Rory Pitzer yesterday up against Jayla McClinton from Bishop Miege, I mean, it just kind of showed who she was as we see Lindy Barton, the 6 foot senior, who's been matched up against Pitzer in this game, head to the bench with 2 fouls. Now back to the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center free throw line to shoot her second one. Rare that Rory misses 2 free throws, especially at one trip to the free throw line. She misses both of those. As Wellington's going to put the Drew Zika is going to put this one on the courts. Not able to get it to go. Great fight for the rebound by Reagan Atkins. As Kylie Frazee got a little bit too long in her stride for the dribble. They're going to call a double dribble on her. So a turnover on the Lady Mustangs. As Haley Lease is making her first appearance in this third place bronze game. As a long pass by Wellington. They're lucky to get that one back. As we see just a little bit outside the short corner. Shot attempt by Vivian Wright falling no good. Picked up by Lease. Frazee off to Whaley. Whaley throw it all the way to the right corner. Reagan Atkins. Atkins making a athletic move. Throws it back out to Whaley for 3. And she gets it to go. Threes all day long. Brought to you by Faith Furniture and the Faith family. Kendi Whaley, her first attempt. 1 for 1 now on 3-pointers. That was a pretty basket.
A great strike there by Whaley, and I appreciate the confidence to shoot with some tall and with some length in your face there.
Once again, great defense as we see Reagan Atkins now with the 3-point attempts. It was a good look. I mean, she was so wide open, you almost had to shoot it. In fact, she's probably so wide open, you're going to miss those ones. Sometimes you get a little bit too wide open. It was a good look. Bounced off the front of the rim now with the Crusaders. Cornejo being guarded by Martini. Martini falling down. This one's going to be thrown into the corner. That is going to be number 10. That is Claire Ginter. That's Ginter's first basket of the game. Atkins over to Whaley to Frazee. Frazee up over to Martini. Back up top to Kendi Whaley. 15 on the shot clock. Back to Reagan Atkins. She gets to the elbow, throws it out to Frazee for 3. Not get that one to go. Just a little bit short off the iron. Rebounded by the Crusaders, going from left to right. As we see that good, awesome defense from Lucy Martini. It's become kind of her signature play. Steals the ball. They have numbers, not the best pass to Frazee. Frazee loses the handle on that one. Kirsten Gregory right there. Wanting to kind of try to see if she couldn't take a charge on it. Frazee just lost the handle out of bounds. It's going to be another turnover in favor of the Crusaders.
That's a good look in transition for the Mustangs. Unfortunately, a little bit of a fumble there by Frazier. She had a look at a potential layup there. Didn't work out well for the Mustangs.
As we see Pitzer and Riley Freese back into the game. So it's those two alongside Frazee, Hake, and Whaley out on the court for the Lady Mustangs. As Zika throws it over to Ginter. The pass from Ginter to Gregory, almost mishandled, able to get it back. Over to the right side. A 3-point attempt is put up by Isabel Newman. That one's just off the mark, picked up by the Lady Mustangs. Hake now over to Frazee, back out to Hake. Hake back out to Frazee. Frazee running the baseline. She's going to put that one up. She's going to get stuffed by Drew Zika. Picked up by the Crusaders as we are officially under 1 minute to go. 10-9. Rock Creek with the advantage as a three-point attempt by Isabel Newman is going to fall short. It's going to go to the backside, rebound to Haig. There's about a 15-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. So Whaley down low to Pitzer. Pitzer puts it on the court, does a spin move, can't get it to go, gets her on rebound, puts that one up and gets it in. So 6 points for Rory Pitzer here in the first quarter. Good hustle by Rory.
Yeah, Pitzer's doing great so far, and the Mustang guards are doing a good job of finding her when she's open. We forced a couple early. Now we're being a little bit more patient, finding her down low when we have an opening.
Shot attempts put up by Vivian Wright, and no. Picked up by Riley Freese. Freese going to take the ball to the front court as a timeout's going to be called by Trevor Keller. Going to call a quick 30-second timeout. 11.3 officially on the scoreboard. 12-9 Rock Creek in front of the number 1 seed, the Wellington Crusaders. Dude, so far, man, Rock Creek has been playing very well.
Yeah, they got out to an early start. You got to give Wellington credit. They kind of weathered the storm a little bit. Rock Creek got an early 5-point lead. It was 7-2. Wellington didn't. No quitting. That's this Wellington team. They came down, answered with a couple big shots. Something I really like to see is the refs are letting the girls play.
Yes.
They're not calling every tiny little call. They're letting some physicality happen, and I really appreciate that late season.
I've appreciated that pretty much throughout the entire state tournament. I guess there was a few ticky-tack fouls late into the opening sub-states round game against Parsons. A lot of little fouls got called in that game, but ever since then, here on out, it has been just let them play, and this game is a great example. As the ball's going to be about from Hake to Frazee. 8, 7, 6, over to Martini in the left wing, back out to Freese. Freese is going to shoot a three. That one's going to get rejected by Drew Zika. It's going to bounce around. Picked up by the Crusaders. It looks like they're going to charge Rory Pitzer with the foul. No, they're going to charge Riley Freese. Indeed, and that's going to be Riley's first personal foul as there was 1/10 of a second left on the clock. They're just going to let that run out, and that's how we'll see the completion of the first quarter. So at the end of 1, Rock Creek 12. Wellington has 9. Logan Minor, my friends, that quarter was pretty much what we expected it to be. What were your thoughts on it?
Well, first and foremost, Barton for Wellington got into early foul trouble. That's big for the Mustangs. For Wellington, you want to see some of those 6th, 7th, 8th options step up and kind of fill that role. Obviously, losing a 6-foot player early to foul trouble is not optimal. And if you're the Mustangs, you got to take advantage of that and find where you can create mismatches and just take advantage, as I mentioned before, offensively.
So 12 points scored by Rock Creek there in the first quarter. Rory Pitzer leading the way with 6. She could have had 8. She missed 2 free throws, which is very rare for her. She's been pretty automatic on her free throws the more time has gone on throughout the season. Hadley Hake had a big three-pointer. Kendi Whaley had a big three-pointer, and that's it. That's the only scoring for Rock Creek in the first quarter. And then looking at Wellington, Claire Ginter had a 3. Lindy Barton, that 6-footer that you mentioned, that has 2 fouls, had 2 points. Kirsten Gregory had 2 points, and then Vivian Wright. She is 2 for 2 on free throws. That is the scoring breakdown, 12-9. As we start the second period on this coverage from Backroads Broadcasting, presented by Rampage Academy. The third place game, the bronze game between the number 1 seeded Wellington Crusaders and the number 2 seeded Rock Creek Lady Mustangs, as a turnaround spin move is going to hit the front of the iron, picked up by Pitzer. Hake now going to give the ball off to Kylie Frazee. Frazee Martini over to Freese. Freese back out to Hake. Hake 1 for 1 on threes. Not getting that one. Yes, she does. That one looked like it wanted to rattle out. Instead, Hadley's going to get that one to drop. And that three-pointer brought to you by Faith Furniture and the Faith family. Let's go Rock Creek. 2 for 2 on threes is Hadley Hake, having 6 points from beyond the arc.
And in the spirit of March, the luck of the Irish. Got the lucky bounce there.
Absolutely. As we see on the other end, a turnover, a travel called on the Crusaders. So 15-9, Rock Creek with the ball. 50 seconds here into the second quarter of the bronze medal game. As the pass down low to Pitzer, not able to get completed, but Riley Freese coming in from the corner, running the baseline, grabbing that ball, keeping it from going out of bounds, staying with the offensive zone as Freese is going to shoot a 3 from the right wing. And no, Backside rebound, Hadley Haig, dang it. Too bad she could have completed that. That was a really great rebound and put back. Just a little bit short, fell off and not able to get that to go.
You know, it's interesting to watch offensively when Rory Pitzer gets the ball inside. You just saw Wellington's entire defense crash in, and great identification by her to then kick the ball outside for an open look from 3.
You know, they had the early game yesterday, and so they were able to, and another turnover from an errant throw in the backcourt. Haig tried to get that over to Frazee, threw it a little bit too aggressively. That sailed into the Rock Creek team bench, and that is going to be a turnover. As we see Pitzer head back to the bench, Haley Lease coming in and substitution for her. 15-9 Rock Creek. 90 seconds here into the second quarter. Down low. This is going to be a move from Lindy Barton. It's going to be Barton's second field goal of the game. She leads the way for the Crusaders with 4 points. Frazee now scoreless on the game. Going to be fouled. We're going to call a blocking foul on Wellington. We're on the opposite side of the scorers table, so we get the backwards look from the officials on who they're charging with fouls. They're going to call that one on Kirsten Gregory, her second personal foul. Teams first. Inbounded to Rory Pitzer. She's back into the game. Pitzer picking up her dribble, throws it out to Frazee. Frazee to the elbow, throws it out to Hake at the points. Back out to Lucy Martini at the right wing. Driving it, no look pass. A little bit too far ahead of Hake. It's going to sail out of bounds, so another turnover for the Lady Mustangs.
And you get the feeling that the general pace of this game is causing these turnovers. We've had several turnovers from both teams, and a lot of times in situations where they really weren't justified.
Well, yeah, there's been 2 turnovers just off of throwing the ball to Kylie Frazee in the backcourts, taking it the other way with no defenders around. Yeah. So that's like just a quick example of a few of the turnovers that we've seen as a 3-point attempt put up by the Crusaders. That one's going to be off the mark. It's going to be picked up by Claire Ginter. Good defense by Rock Creek to get in there to create the jump ball turnover. And so the possession arrow was in favor of the Lady Mustangs, so they'll now have the ball.
When you see the defensive impact of Rory being back in the game, when she left, Wellington did a great job of identifying, immediately dumped it down into the paint, and was able to score 2. She comes back in, and we get another stop.
Kylie Frazee driving the lane now, trying to find Pitzer, not able to, just a bit off the mark from her hands. Picked up by Ginter, going left to right now for Wellington. 3-point attempts being put up, hitting off the mark by Drew Zika. As they're going to call a loose ball foul going the other way. I believe they're going to charge Cruz Cornejo on this one. Again, we have the refs' backs are towards us. We can't see any numbers off their hands, and that's who they are going to be indeed charging is Cornejo. Her first personal foul. Team's second foul here in the second quarter. The bronze medal game, the third place game in Keisha's Class 4A Girls State Championships from the Hutchinson Sports Arena. Number 1, Wellington. Number 2, Rock Creek. We all, I think, wanted to see this matchup. Too bad it wasn't on Saturday at 12:30 as yet another. Wow, they're going to call a loose ball foul on that. That was going to be a backcourt on Rock Creek. Bradley Freese not able to get the handle on it. It rolled to the 3-quarter court mark in the back. Instead, Vivian Wright is going to be called with a foul, getting a little bit too aggressive, pushing off, and that's going to be her second personal.
And a really good hustle by Wright there, but you have to realize if you don't touch the opponent there, you're getting the ball back from a backcourt violation. So those are the kinds of fouls as a coach that frustrate you. As
Lucy Martini slipping to throw it over to Hake. Hake getting tied up on her way to the ground. Possession arrow is going to be in favor of the Crusaders, and so the arrow is going to be going from left to right, as is the possession. A lot of passes from both teams. You can just tell it's 10:52 on a Friday morning, first day of spring break. Just the passes aren't as crisp as they normally would be on a Thursday or a Tuesday nights. But hey, nevertheless, it's kind of, we're all in this together, you know?
And the pace of this game is so fun and electric to watch. It's the perfect way to start off your Friday morning.
As we want to give a big thank you to Westy Pharmacy, one of our proud sponsors of Backroads Broadcasting, and this road to the state championships for the Rock Creek Mustangs. Westmoreland Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy and ice cream shop. Whether you're stopping in to pick up a prescription or grabbing a scoop of your favorite ice cream, the friendly team at Westmoreland Pharmacy is proud to serve the community. Westmoreland Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy and ice cream shop. Wrights in downtown Westmoreland on Main Street, 318 Main Street, I believe. You can find them on Facebook, facebook.com/thewestfarm, PHARM. If you've never been to Westmoreland, Kansas, it is one of the prettiest cities in the entire state. And Westmoreland Pharmacy is one of the prides. Has Lucy Martini getting in there, creating a turnover. Her defense has been fantastic all season long. The pass over to Cornejo was just a bit outside of her hands with the presence of Martini right there, and it's going to be Rock Creek's ball.
Yeah, and Martini's an excellent defensive catalyst. And just as you mentioned at the start of this game, a key to victory, defensive intensity. Martini's going to get it going for the Mustangs.
Kylie Frazee putting up a 3, still scoreless on the game. Pitzer getting the rebound, putting it up, not getting that one to drop. Picked up by the Crusaders, going left to right now. 15-11. Rock Creek so far here halfway through the second quarter has 3 points. Wellington has 2 points. So if this was tip-off, it'd be 3-2 right now. Instead, it's 15-11. Mustangs in the lead as we see Riley Freese and Lucy Martini head to the bench for the Lady Mustangs. Kennedy Whaley and Hadley Hake back into the game for Rock Creek. So out there, there's Kylie Frazee, Kennedy Whaley, Rory Pitzer, Hadley Hake, and Reagan Atkins. Two out of the 5 players for Rock Creek are freshmen, and hey, don't let the 9 next to their roster number confuse you. They're pretty dang good players. As we see a rebound by Zika, spinning around in the paint, turning around, putting that one up and scoring. That is Drew's first basket of the game. She now has 2. 15-13. Kylie Frazee driving the baseline. Bounce pass. It was looked like it was off of a leg from Wellington, intended for Pitzer, picked up by the Crusaders. Quickly in transition. Barton not able to get that one to drop. Kennedy Whaley now in the corner, down low to Pitzer. And those passes inside have just not been very clean to Rory.
They haven't, and then the Mustang girls need to identify when there's defense on both sides down low.
As Cruz Cornejo in transition stops at the top, beyond the arc at the three-point line, puts that one up and scores. 16-15 now, Wellington with their first lead on this game. Zika getting a hand in it over Frazee, sailing out of bounds right in front of the Wellington bench as Lucy Martini and Riley Freese make their way back into the game for the Lady Mustangs. 3:04 left here in the second quarter. 16-15 Wellington with their first lead off a big 3 from Cornejo as Frazee through the paint, puts that one up, gets the floater to go. Kylie Freese averaging 15 points per game for Rock Creek, scores her first baskets, coming with 3 minutes left in the second period. 17-16. Frazee had 20 points yesterday in the semifinal game against Bishop Miege. She had 24, forgive me. Just look back at turn the page. Yeah, she had 24 in a great game yesterday. So Kylie Frazee, team's leading scorer, finally getting on the scoreboard. Zika trying to dribble in, picked up by Wright, thrown out over to Cornejo. Driving the baseline now is Lyndia Barton. Barton throws it out to Girton, over to Zika. Zika for 3, rattles in and out. Rebounded by Rory Pitzer. In transition now, another pass that's not able to get the handle on, but Riley Freese doing her best to save it. She goes up, gets stuffed in the paint by Barton. As Zika throws that directly into the hands of Lucy Martini. It is a 2-on-2. Martini's going to slow it down, call a set play, throw it to Hake in the left corner, who's going to put up a 3, not get that to drop as Riley Freese and Drew Zika collide. Freese, it looked like, man, she took a quick little shot to the head on that one, kind of hitting Zika's shoulder. Going to drop to the ground, but being the tough gal she is, going to stand back up, shake it off, rub a little dirt on her, and she's going to stay in the game.
She's an intense basketball player, and when you get a game with pace like this, the opportunity for collisions increases significantly. So that was a pretty hard collision there. Good to see Riley Freese get up off the ground.
I look forward to postgame because I'm going to probably give my thoughts on every individual player. And Riley Freese, I caught her a Bulldog yesterday. Her aunt and uncle, who's my friends, were watching and sent me a clip of it this morning. And it's like, dude, they gave me the salute emoji. And it's like, that's exactly what she is. She's just, look at that. See, look, my point. She just proved my point. Went up, grabbed that rebound, wrestled it away, giving Rock Creek the ball as Lucy Martini trying to create some separation over Cornejo. Is going to get fouled. 86 seconds left here in the first half. Another foul, this time on Cruz Cornejo, so her second personal. That's the fourth player for Wellington with 2 fouls. Barton has 2, Wright has 2, Cornejo has 2, and Gregory has 2. 14 fouls. As we see Frazee streaking in the paint. Great pass, great assist from Riley Freese to deliver that basketball to Kylie, as she now has 4 points in the game. Rock Creek with a 3-point lead, 19-13. Buck 11 left here in the opening half. As the 2-point shot from Lindy Barton from the short corner hits the front side of the rim, falls short. Rock Creek now with 1 minute to go has it in their front court. As we see a pass down low for Frazee. Frazee puts that one up and one. Great pass from Lucy Martini to Kylie Frazee in the paint down low. Frazee puts it up, gets the and one. Should be going to the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center free throw line to shoot the and one shots.
And this Mustang team is on a roll offensively. Feels like they go on a run, Wellington answers. They go on a run, Wellington answers. But both teams sticking to their guns here.
There's a reason why these two teams, as Frazee misses her free throw, rebounded by Riley Freese, getting in there. Muscling that one away to Hake, over to Martini. Martini from the left wing, puts up the 3 and drops it! The three-pointer brought to you by Faith Furniture and the Faith family. Lucy Martini, her first score of the game. A huge 3. That's exactly what these gals needed right before halftime. Although we see a foul going the other way. 24-16 now, Rock Creek with their largest advantage of this contest. They're gonna call Lucy Martini the foul. It's gonna be her second personal. As the first free throw being put up by Lindy Barton is gonna drop. She's got 5 on this contest. Barton's second shot is up. That one rattles in as well. So Wellington a perfect 4 for 4 from the stripe tonight. Rock Creek 0 for 3. Kind of rare, but it happens. As good defense from Drew Zika knocked it out of Kylie Frazee's hands, sailed out of bounds. Let's just stay with Rock Creek. 29.9 left on the clock here in the opening half. My friend, what you thinking?
One thing I've noticed that Coach Keller does really well is draws up plays for Kylie Frazee to get open off ball. They like that opposite side of the court, back screen, get her to the rim, and then they find her open when the defense is lost.
Our apologies, our score bug's not working. So the way that works is we put a little receiver into the scoreboard, so it is completely off the actual official scoreboard. 24-18, under 10 seconds to go. Rock Creek with the advantage. Frazee driving the lane. They're going to call a block on Cornejo. That's going to be the 15th foul, so that's going to send Kylie Frazee to the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center free throw line. It's going to also be Cornejo's third personal foul, so she's got 3. Wright has 2. Barton has 2. Gregory has 2. Kylie Frazee 0 for 1 on free throws. 6 points here in the second quarter. Other than that, quiet in the first. 5.4 seconds left. Rock Creek's up 24-18 as Frazee's first free throw makes it 25-18. Again, we're working on getting our score bug up and operational. Our apologies on that. It is, again, a little cool little piece of technology that they plug directly into the back of the actual scoreboard receiver, and there must be a miscommunication with that. 5.4 seconds left. Second free throw up now for Kylie Frazee is going to be an end-over-ender, and that one is good. Substitution, Haley Lease back into the game, stops the clock momentarily. 26-18. Rock Creek with the 8-point lead right here at the very, very, very tail end of the first half, as Drew Zika is going to be met by Lease, as she's going to make her way up to the three-point line. Great job by Haley Lease to get her hand on that ball, not allowing that last-second shot. That's going to be the end of the half. Rock Creek's going to go into the locker room up 8, 26-18 here in the bronze medal matchup for Class 4A girls.
And a great start for the Mustangs. If you're Wellington, obviously you want to bounce back. First quarter was all Rory Pitzer down in the lane. They were feeding her early often. She was finishing baskets. And then the second quarter, Wellington made some adjustments. They're packing girls into the paint now. And who takes over? None other than Kylie Frazee. She's been getting downhill and having success around the rim because there's so much attention on Pitzer. The rest of the girls also have knocked down some big shots, and Rock Creek is playing excellent defense as well.
The scoring started to match the defense that they were playing, and they did fall down briefly. They were down by 1 point briefly, but it's been Rock Creek in the lead pretty much the entire way as we head to the locker room now. Less than 10 minutes. We'll resume the third quarter. We're going to shut the mics off just real quick. We'll come back with our halftime program, give you some first half statistics, tell you about our halftime spotlights. Then we'll be back. You're watching exclusive coverage of USD 323 Rock Creek Mustangs athletics on the road to the championships. It's the bronze medal games. The number one seed is down to the number 2 seed, 26-18 Rock Creek with the lead. We'll be right back. It's Backroads Broadcasting. Hey, once again, welcome back to the Hutchinson Sports Arena. Since 1952, a Kansas tradition. This place is so cool. It does have some tinge of Allen Fieldhouse in it. It's a great site for championship basketball. Welcome to this Backroads Broadcasting production of USD 323 Rock Creek Mustangs Athletics. Rock Creek so far so good, 26-18. They have the lead. Playing pretty well here in the first half. We'll have some first half highlights coming up for you here in just one moment. But we do want to give a big shout out to our halftime sponsor, Faith Furniture and the Faith family. At Faith Furniture, it's more about furniture. It's about more than furniture. It's about helping families build spaces where memories are made. From comfortable living room sets and bedroom furniture to pieces that bring warmth and style to every room in your home. Faith Furniture is committed to quality, service, and helping customers find the right fit for their space. The Faith family has always believed in giving back and supporting the communities they're a part of, and that includes supporting local schools, local programs, and local student athletes. Faith Furniture and the Faith family are proud to stand behind the communities they serve and proud to support tonight's broadcast. Of course, you can help support Faith Furniture by visiting their awesome furniture store. So we got Faith Furniture and then also Manhattan Mattress by Faith Furniture. You can find it back behind Dylan's over by the Raisin Cane's chicken that all the kids rave about. It's right there. That's where Faith Furniture is. Go see our good friends. Thank you to Randy Faith and the Faith family and Faith Furniture for being a proud sponsor of Backroads Broadcasting and this road to the championship for the Rock Creek Mustangs. It's been fun having both teams here at State. Of course, tonight coming up at 5:30 in the boys semifinal, the number 1 seed, the undefeated Rock Creek Mustangs boys team will be taking on the number 4 seed, the Hutchinson Eagles. That's going to be a battle and a matchup. But before we get to this evening, right now it is the bronze medal game. We have the Rock Creek Lady Mustangs up 26-18. Tyler Jackson joined alongside by my friend, Mr. Logan Miner. Logan, so far, it's been pretty much all Rock Creek this whole way.
And it's been a balanced attack. We've got great defensive efforts so far from just about everybody. Lucy Martini stepping in there, causing some turnovers. Riley Freese playing with the intensity that she normally plays with. And offensively, obviously, big contributions from Pitzer and Frazee, as we're used to seeing, but also some other players stepping up and hitting some threes in big moments.
Yeah, we talked about it. It was kind of fun, comparison in Salina, and I really, the more I've thought about it, the more I still can't get away from it. But K-State, their Elite Eight run a couple years ago, Ish Masood was the power forward for those guys. He was pretty decent down low. He was a pretty good role player, good defensively, but when he'd shoot a three-pointer, it always meant business. And Hadley Hake had the comparison to Ish Masood just based off of threes and just sparingly using them, but able to drop them when you do. I mean, Hadley Hake has 2 3-pointers in this game, including a huge one in the first quarter that really helped kind of propel the momentum for the Rock Creek team to keep on going. She had another one in the second quarter. Lucy Martini had one, and then Kennedy Whaley had one as well. So 12 of the team's 26 points for Rock Creek has been off of 3-pointers. Now the play in the paint down low, Rory Pitzer, 6 points in the first quarter. She was 0 for 2 on free throws. She was held scoreless in the second quarter. But you know what? On the opposite side of that, Kylie Frazee was held scoreless in the first quarter. She came back out. She ended the second quarter on a tear and ended up scoring 8 points. And so, thinking about this yesterday, Logan, and see what you think, but yesterday with the Hayden and Wellington game being before ours, their coaching staff, they were able to sit around and watch our game. And to see how Rory Pitzer played against Jayla McClinton, the 6'1" senior, the Division I prospect for Bishop Miege, they had a game plan ready to rock and roll for Rory Pitzer today.
Yeah, and I think they also saw that Kylie Frazee scored 24 points.
That too.
I think that's why Kylie showed up, and she was held scoreless in the first quarter. But Pitzer and Frazee are a good tandem bike. If one of them is being taken away, the other one can still pedal, and they work so cohesively that it works out really well. And when you put good players around that good duo, you're going to have an excellent team. And everybody on this Lady Mustangs team has shown up tonight.
Again, Rock Creek's up 26-18 here at halftime. We're under a minute to go until we resume play. Again, sorry about our score bug. Getting that thing working, it's been wanting to work, and then it's been dying on us, then it's wanting to work, then it's been dying. We're getting that solved, and we'll be saying the score as much as possibly can. Now, for the Wellington Crusaders, thank you to our friends from Wellington and Sumner County tuning in and watching this contest. Lindy Barton leads the way for the number 1 seed with 6 points. There's been a 3 that was shot by Cruz Cornejo, 3-pointer by Claire Ginter, and then a pair of baskets by Drew Zika, Vivian Wright, and Kirsten Gregory. They all have 2 points. Now, their fouls look a little different than Rock Creek's. Cornejo has 3 fouls, Barton has 2, Vivian Wright has 2, and Kirsten Gregory has 2 as well. As we are now officially underway here in the third quarter, Rock Creek again with the lead, 26-18, and the ball as Kylie Frazee wasting no time, taking this one into the paint. A little bit strong on her shots. Picked up by Frazee. Picked up by Pitzer. She's going to pick that up and score. Rock Creek up 10. Quickly the other way, Lindy Barton now. She's going to waste no time going straight to the baskets. She's also going to score. So each team now with a pair of baskets. Less than 30 seconds here into the third quarter. It's Kylie Frazee now over to Riley Freese, who's going to shoot a 3. Not able to get that one to drop. Picked up by Vivian Wright. Now from right to left for the Crusaders. Going around the horn, we see a 3-point attempt. Falling shorts by Kirsten Gregory, picked up by Riley Freese. Riley Freese is going to dribble it down herself. She's going to drive into the lane. She's going to put it up. It's going to hit the front of the iron. Rebounded by Rory Pitzer. Pitzer coming in strong to grab that ball. Throws it out over to Martini. Martini down to Frazee. Frazee driving the paint. Puts it up, scored on her way. Not able to score, but is going to get fouled on her way to the baskets.
And a good strong board by Pitzer there. She just ripped that ball out of Wellington's hands. The Mustangs moved the ball all the way around the perimeter, and good identification from Frazee there to see an opening.
That is going to be Drew Zecca's first personal foul, as Kylie Frazee 2 for 2 from the free throw tonight from the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center free throw line. The official team physicians of Kansas State's athletics. You see Kylie Frazee making her first free throw of 2. 29-20, Rock Creek with the lead. 6:55 left here in the third quarter, so 1 minute, 5 seconds into the second half. In the third place game, number 1 against number 2, live from Hutchinson. Frazee drops both of them. She's 4 for 4 on free throws tonight. 30-20, Rock Creek with a 10-point lead. Barton now from the free throw line circle, from the free throw circle. That one's going to miss the mark. Pass from Martini, picked back up by Freese. That was kind of a loose cannon for a second. Freese back over to Martini, who hands it off to Frazee. Now Frazee's going to slow down the pace and call a set play. Martini coming in, looking to do a pick. Instead, Frazee's just going to drive the paint anyway. A little bit too strong. Look at Rory Pitzer getting up there, grabbing it from the left elbow. Freese is going to put the shot up. It's going to fall short. Pitzer's going to throw the ball back. Martini's going to save it. They've got 5 on the shot clock. 4, 3, 2. Martini's going to throw up a big deep 3 and drop it down. High five on that one, my friends.
Excellent awareness there by the team to let Lucy Martini know that she needed to shoot the ball.
And our awesome Rock Creek band as well. They were chanting loud. All the boys basketball team in attendance, everybody from Rock Creek Nation. There's a pretty good crowd from Pottawatomie County. Martini dropped that one. Thank you to Faith Furniture for being our three-point sponsor. It's the other way now. Pitzer is going to be fouled. Going to be fouled by Drew Zika. That's going to be Drew's second personal, team seconds. Both of the fouls in the third period have come from Drew. As Rock Creek now up 33-20, 13-point lead for the Lady Mustangs. As we see pretty much a wide open shot down low for Frazee. It's going to be picked up by Hake. Hake's going to get her shot rejected, get the ball back. It's going to stay with the Lady Mustangs. Under 20 on the shot clock. Hake over to Martini, over to Riley Freese. Freese being guarded well by Cornejo. Going to get the shot up over her. It's going to fall. It's going to fall a little bit short. Hadley Hake on the baseline did a good job trying to get the ball back. They say she was the last one to touch it, so it's going to be in favor of the Crusaders.
And the Crusaders seem a little out of sorts offensively. I was just going to say I wouldn't be surprised to see Wellington take a timeout. That's exactly what they do. They seem to be in a hurry offensively. They're not getting the shot looks that they want. They need to move the ball around and get better looks offensively.
As we need to break out this game's Bandit Brain Teaser, brought to you by Shortstop. So no matter where you're going or how long it takes you to get there, you'll always have time for a shortstop. Which K-State's and Boston Celtics legend began his playing career at Wellington High School? Who was first a Crusader, and then a Wildcats, and then a Celtic, and then a hint, a bronze statue.
A statue.
Yeah, who became the statue?
If you don't know the answer, you're not a true Kansas State Wildcat fan. Maybe. It's a little.
Yeah, or if you don't, if you know the answer, you might still have a broken hand from an encounter once upon a time.
That's true.
We'll come back out in the fourth quarter with the answer to this question, but the Bandit Brain Teaser brought to you by Shortstop. So no matter where you're going or how long it takes you to get there, you'll always have time for a shortstop. 33-20, the Mustangs with the advantage. 5:21 left here in the third quarter. Again, we're getting our score bug working. It just ain't working at the moment. So our apologies for that. The Crusaders now have the ball, going right to left. Barton to Zika. Barton now, oh, sorry, that was Vivian Wright to Zika. Zika now with the ball over to Wright on the left wing. Back over to Zika. Gonna throw this one over to Ginter. Back outs to Cruz Cornejo. Back out for a three-point attempt. And that's a great shot by Drew Zika to get that one to drop from the right wing. Wellington really needed that momentum. That was a good spark. So Wellington 5 points here in the third quarter. 5 points on the game for Drew Zika. The other way now, that shot is going to be blocked. Frazie's shot attempt is going to be blocked. Rock Creek saying that it was off of Wellington. The refs are saying nope, it was off of Rock Creek. So with 4:44 in the third, Wellington is going to have the ball down by 10.
And that's excellent defense by the Crusaders after a big three. It's kind of the momentum shift that they needed to get back into the game.
Wellington looking to get back into this game. It's been all Rock Creek since basically halfway through the second quarter. Wellington was able to come up, take a 1-point lead. It has been all Rock Creek ever since that moment. As we see a rebounding foul being called on number 5, Vivian Wright. That's going to be her third personal foul. Third team foul here in the third quarter. Pitzer fixing her ponytail. Kind of got dropped down on trying to go for the ball on that rebound. As we see another kind of an errant pass from Frazee over to Hake. Kind of worked out an advantage of the Lady Mustangs as there's going to be another foul called on Kirsten Gregory. That's going to be Gregory's third foul. So looking at the fouls for Wellington, 3 for Gregory, 3 for Cornejo, 3 for Wright, and 4 team fouls here in the third quarter. So they're just 1 away from putting the Mustangs not even halfway through the third period into the double bonus. 33-23, Rock Creek with the advantage. 10-point lead for the Lady Mustangs here in the bronze medal game of Class 4A playoffs from the Hutchinson Sports Arena. Down low to Pitzer. Pitzer puts it on the court. Goes to spin move to put it towards the baskets. She's going to be fouled by Lindy Barton on her way up. Not going to get it to go, but she is going to go to the free throw line now to shoot 2. That is officially the 5th team foul for Wellington. So from here on out, for the remainder of the third, Rock Creek's going to be in the double bonus as Rory Pitzer from the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center free throw line. The greatest comebacks begin here. Puts up her first free throw. Gets that one to fall. As her second free throw, that one's also good. So Rory 0 for 2 in free throws in the first quarter. Comes back, hits those 2, so she's 2 for 4 on the game. 35-23, Rock Creek with a 12-point lead halfway through the third quarter as we're now officially under 4 minutes. Good little bounce pass. Good shot attempt by Kirsten Gregory. It's going to be rebounded by Ginter. Ginter on her way to the basket is going to be fouled by Rock Creek. Looks like maybe Reagan Atkins. Now they're going to call Lucy Martini on that. So Lucy Martini joins the 3 club. That's her third personnel. So Martini has 3 for Rock Creek, but then Gregory, Cornejo, Wright, and Barton all have 3 for Wellington. As Ginter is going to get her first free throw to drop. Team now 5 for 5 on the game on free throws. Second shot is going to be up, and that one is going to be good as well. 35-25, Rock Creek maintaining a 10-point lead. 3:45 left here in the third quarter. Again, we're still working on our score bug, so we'll say the score as much as we possibly can as Kylie Frazee from the left side. She's usually automatic with that, can't get it to go. Picked up by Pitzer. Pitzer trying to throw it over to Hake as the ball stolen by Gregory. As we see a huge three-point attempt now being put up by Drew Zeka, and she gets that one to go.
That's a big shot for the Crusaders. They've knocked down a couple threes here early. They're also attacking the offensive boards, and while that they've been successful with it, they need to be careful about those fouls on the opposite end of the floor defensively.
Drew Zeka with her second three-pointer in the game. We see Rory Pitzer being matched up against by Lindy Barton. The scorecard says they're both 6 foot. Pitzer went to put that ball up, created a turnover. They could have called it a foul, but instead they've been letting them play for the most part in this game. The jump ball was called and the possession error was in favor of the Crusaders.
And you got to give the Crusaders credit. I bet they have 6 5 or 6 blocks defensively. So they're doing a good job getting hands on the ball.
They really are. There's a reason why they were 23-1 up until yesterday, and they are the number 1 seed in Class 4A. It's 35-28 though. Rock Creek with the advantage as a three-pointer by Cornejo is going to go up, and that one's going to drop. Oh, sorry, that was Kirsten Gregory that shot that one. So that's the third three-pointer here in the third quarter, as it is now a 4-point ball game. Rock Creek hanging on 35-31, 2:49 left in the third.
Yeah, and Wellington, once again, weathering the storm. It felt like Rock Creek was kind of pulling away there, maybe taking the game over a little bit. You see the Crusaders get into a little bit of a rhythm, knock down a couple shots, get some good stops defensively, and get on a roll.
As we want to say a big thank you to our third quarter sponsor, the DeWeese family. Brian DeWeese and his family have been longtime supporters of local athletics and community events, and their generosity helped make it possible for us to bring you coverage of the state's tournaments. From all of us at Backroads Broadcasting, thank you to the DeWeese family for supporting local sports. Without them, it would be hard to get these games, 10 games between last week and this week. It's a lot of basketball, a lot of production. We have lots of raw costs between materials and all the stuff, and then paying Keisha and all the things. There's a lot of costs that go into it, so thank you to the DeWeese family. By the way, hey, coming up at the end of the month, it's a Friday night. It is going to be March the 27th. It is the RC Diamond Club Annual Banquets. It's going to be going down at the K-State Alumni Center. Get your tickets. Join us for a great night as we get ready to rock and roll for baseball season. So the RC Diamond Club Annual Banquets going down on Friday nights, March the 27th. Get more information at rcdiamondclub.com. 35-31 Rock Creek with the lead and the ball. 2:45 left here in the third quarter. Kylie Frazee driving almost to the low blocks. Throws to Freese on the left wing. Puts up a three. And no. Backside rebound, Lindy Barton. Baseline's going to be driven by Drew Zika, being guarded well by Kylie Frazee. Back out around the arc as we see a streaking Kristen Gregory down low, being guarded well by Riley Freese. Going back around the arc, 15 on the shot clock. Zika being guarded by Frazee. Throws it out to Barton. Barton from the elbow extended. Gets that one to drop. So what was once a 10-point game is now a 2-point game. 35-33, Rock Creek with a 2-point lead. Kylie Frazee throws it to Riley Freese from the right corner, puts that up, and gets the three to drop. Just as we get our score bug working once again. Three-pointers brought to you by Faith Furniture and the Faith family. 38-33, Rock Creek now with a huge lead, as that was actually Riley Freese's first bucket of the game, her first points of the game. She had 3 points yesterday against Bishop Miege, also a three-pointer. As Vivian Wright now in the paint, spinning to get to the baskets, fouled on her way up.
Rock Creek foul number 0, Lucy Martini.
That's going to be on Lucy. That's Lucy's fourth personal foul. Second team foul for Rock Creek in the third period. As the first free throw by Vivian Wright is going to be up and be good.
And Wellington with a great response there to what could have been a momentum buster. They get down court quickly. Wright puts the Mustangs in the spin cycle and gets to the free throw line.
The second free throw from Wright is going to be a little bit too strong, man. Broke the perfect record for the Crusaders. They were 7 for 7 on free throws. Before that, they are now 7 for 8 on the morning. Kylie Frazee being guarded well by Zika. The Rock Creek crowd's wanting a foul on that one, as Frazee's going to put this one up over Lindy Barton. She is going to be fouled on the way to the baskets. Again, Rock Creek in the double bonus. She was shooting anyway, so she'd be shooting two, but the foul is going to be charged to number 2, and that's going to be her fourth personal foul. The 6-foot senior playing in her final game, come rain, shine, wind, hail, sleet, tsunami, all the tornadoes, the whole 9 yards. Now has 4 personal fouls as we see Kylie Frazee. She was a perfect 4 for 4 on the ball game. She was 4 for 5. She is now 4 for 6 as the second one is up and good at the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center free throw line. As Rock Creek now has a 39-34 advantage. A buck 23, so 1-2-3 blast off as we're next to the Kansas Cosmosphere. Left here in the third quarter.
That's a big foul on Barton there. That takes away some pressure from the Mustangs. They just lost a great defender in Martini to her fourth foul. So kind of evened up again.
Cornejo throwing the ball back out to Wright. Almost getting a hand on it by Rock Creek as a huge three is put up in the corner by Kirsten Gregory. She had one field goal early in the first quarter. That is her second three-pointer here in the third quarter. That's actually the fourth three-pointer by Wellington as the ball down low to Pitzer. Pitzer goes to put it up. They're going to call Vivian Wrights on the foul with this. Wrights like, man, I was going for the ball on that. That's going to be Wright's fourth personal foul. So Vivian Wright has 4, Lindy Barton has 4, 3 for Cornejo, 3 for Gregory for the Crusaders. And now back to the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center free throw line for Rock Creek is going to be Rory Pitzer. Pitzer's first free throw is up, and that one is good. 3 for 3 in the second half on free throws. She was 0 for 2 in the first quarter, so she is 3 for 5 so far. As we see a substitution, Ginter's going to be coming into the game now for Wellington. Second free throw by Pitzer up, also good. Rory Pitzer, perfect. 4 for 4 on free throws here in the third period. Rock Creek as a team is 7 for 8. You got to hit your free throws to win a championship for sure.
Absolutely. Pitzer's done a good job of responding to those first 2 misses. She's looked pretty clean from the free throw line ever since.
We see a screen being set by Cornejo. Not really able to get some room for Zika. Back outs to Cornejo. Cornejo on her way to the basket is going to get fouled. And they're going to call this one on Rock Creek's number 15, Kennedy Whaley, her first personal foul. As a first free throw. Shots by Cornejo is going to fall. No good. So she's 0 for 1 on free throws. So 3:33 left here in the third. 41-37 Rock Creek up by 4. Second free throw going to be up off the front of the iron. Rebounded Frazee. Kylie now in transition. You know how she likes to increase the tempo. She's going to throw over, find Kennedy Whaley from the right wing. Whaley trying to do something with it, picks up her dribble. Throws it down low and a bounce pass to Pitzer. Pitzer tried to find Haig. Thankfully, Freese was behind her. Haig now throwing it up to Frazee. Shot clock is off, 10 seconds to go. Frazee looking to settle down for the final shots. Good defense from Claire Ginter to knock the ball out by Frazee. Lucy Martini back in the game with the final 7.4 seconds left. Martini coming in for Kennedy Whaley has 4 fouls. As Martini is going to inbound the ball now. Over to Kylie. Kylie now with 5, back over to Martini. Martini with 2, has to put up a 3, and she gets it to go! Lucy Martini with 4 fouls, comes in off the bench with a couple seconds left. Gets the 3-point shot and gets it to go.
And Martini is ruthless. She hit an NBA 3 earlier. She just hit a college 3. Where can she not hit threes from?
I need to hire her to work for the magazine for me. She's a deadline gal. Her first three-pointer in the third quarter, she put up when the shot clock was down to 0. This one she put up when the game clock was down to 0. And, of course, three-pointers tonight and all season long brought to you by Faith Furniture and the Faith family. Let's go Rock Creek. 44-37 is how we see the end of 3 periods. So 75% left to go as we go ahead and break out the Bandit brain teaser of the game. This one was fun. We were looking at the Wikipedia page yesterday on what could be a good one for Wellington. And I was like, well, what about Duke of Wellington, Beef Wellington? Would that be a good one? Do something like that, or like the wheat capital of the country? Nope. This one being K-Staters, we're 16 miles at Rock Creek from the campus of Kansas State, decided this one would be a good one. So which K-State and Boston Celtics player began his playing career at Wellington High School? It's Mr. K-State himself, Mr. Ernie Barrett's. His jersey's in the rafters. He played back in the 50s. He helped lead K-State to the 1951 NCAA championship game where they lost to Kentucky. He played for the Celtics, came back. He was an athletics director and a K-State administrator. His statue is out front just to the west of Bramlage Coliseum. I met him once, broke my hand. He had the strongest handshake known to mankind, and he was a wonderful person. His funeral was something pretty cool at Bramlage a couple years ago. And so, Ernie Barrett, rest in peace, my friend. You're the best. Mr. K-State himself went to Wellington High School. The answer for today's Bandit Brain Teaser brought to you by Shortstop. No matter where you're going or how long it takes you to get there, you'll always have time for a shortstop. Rock Creek with the ball now. Rory Pitzer in the paints, out to Whaley. They're going to call 3 in the key. They're going to say 3 in the key on Rory Pitzer. it looked kind of like she traveled a little bit almost too.
Well, and Wellington has picked up their defensive intensity. It was huge to have that 3 by Martini to spread this cushion a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see how this foul trouble plays out here in the fourth quarter. Wellington's got a couple of their studs with 4 fouls.
44-37 as we see a elbow extended shots put up by Lindy Barton coming in. She had 6 points in the first half, 6 points here in the second half, 12 on the game. Kylie Frazee, end over ender, puts this one up. She's going to be fouled by Drew Zika. That's going to be Zika's 3rd personal foul. And then back to the free throw line to the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center free throw line. It's going to be Kylie Frazee. Of course, the official team physicians of Kansas State Athletics is OSMC. The greatest comebacks begin here. Kylie Frazee is going to drop the first one, get it to go. She is now 4 for 5 on free throws here in the second half. 6 for 8 on the game. Second free throw from Frazee is up and on the way, and it is also good. So thank you to OSMC for being our free throw line sponsor. Shout out to Kylie Frazee for dropping both of those. 46-39, Rock Creek, right at about a minute into the fourth quarter. Down low to Cornejo, dribbling around, throws this one out to Vivian Wright. Wright not able to grab her own rebound, pretty close. Picked up by Frazee. Frazee now, it was a 2-on-2. Her and Kennedy Whaley were guarded well by Wellington. She decided to slow it down, slow the pace down, bring the ball out.
That's a good veteran move by Frazee. Something else I want to talk about is Frazee has a really interesting hesitation move when she gets down by the block. It's not a complete shot fake. It's just a slower approach, and she draws fouls often.
As she drops the 3. A huge three-pointer for Kylie Frazee. Kind of uncharacteristic in a game to be held scoreless in the first quarter. As on the other end, Drew Zeka, she's got 8 here in the second quarter, or in the second half. But Kylie Frazee held scoreless in the first period. She had 8 in the second quarter, 3 in the third. She's got 5 here in the fourth. Kylie Freese is going to drop a 3 from the right corner. Kylie Freese, her second three-pointer of the game, gives her 6. On the other end, a shot missed by Wellington. This is going to be on the ground. Looks like they're going to probably call a jump ball, and they will. Possession arrow is going to be in favor of Wellington, so it's going to stay with the Crusaders. 52-41, Rock Creek with the advantage. Lisa Martini back into the game, playing with 4 fouls. Gregory is going to be out of the game for Wellington as Barton comes back in, also playing with 4 fouls. As Barton's going to get the inbound pass over to Ginter, and then over to Cornejo, down low to a streaking. That was a great pass. Great pitch and catch by Wellington as Vivian Wright gets her first field goal of the game, gives her a total of 5. She had 3 free throws. 52-43, Rock Creek now with 5.5 to go here in the fourth quarter.
And the pace of play here is phenomenal. Every fan's dream. We're going up and down the court. We've got a high-scoring affair here in the fourth quarter.
As we see not the best pass from Martini down low to Frazee. It's going to be picked up by Lindy Barton. Barton's going to be fouled by Kylie Frazee, who they're going to charge that one with. It looked a little bit aggressive because Barton was trying to get her hand back. As the Crusaders will have the ball now. Just a little bit north of 5 minutes left here in the final game of the season for both of these teams. It's the third place matchup. The consolation game of the Final Four. Bounce pass over to Barton. Barton's going to throw the ball over to Ginter. Ginter now to Gregory. Under 10 on the shot clock. It's got the Rock Creek fans on their feet as a spin move in the paint from the elbow by Drew Zeka. Gets that ball to drop. That was a great athletic move. She now has 10 here in the second half. The 5'10" junior playing it well. As we see on the other end, Kylie Frazee. She's pretty strong from the right hand, being a right-handed shooter, but from the left side, she's pretty strong as well.
Yeah, and Drew Zeka, to go back to the other end of the floor, has looked really good tonight. She is attacking consistently. She's knocking down threes. She's been a pretty good production piece for these Wellington Crusaders.
As Zeka couldn't get that one to drop, picked up by Pitzer, going the other way for the Lady Mustangs. Frazee a bit out of control. Just slightly. Luckily, Ginter was moving her feet on that one, so that would have been, if Ginter would have been set, that would have been a charge on Frazee for sure. A bit out of control. Lost the handle going to the rim. we're huge Kylie Frazee fans. But nevertheless, the veteran move, draws the foul, goes to the free throw line now to shoot 2. So back to the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center free throw line. Kylie Frazee, she is 5 for 6 here in the second half. Now officially 6 for 7. Kylie Frazee, that's 8 points here in the fourth quarter alone. So, I mean, outside of one of the champion teams, Kylie Frazee, 24 points yesterday. She had 8 points in the first half so far, so that's 32 for the tournament, not including the second half stats. I haven't tallied up yet. Frazee, once again, makes this one. So she has 9 points here in the fourth quarter alone. What's 9 plus 8? 17? Plus 3? She's got 20 on this ball game, my friend. That's 44 on the tournament. As going the other way now. Pass from Freese, intended for Lease. Gets knocked out by Cornejo, picked back up by Rock Creek as we see a three-pointer from the right wing by Riley Freese. Gets that one to drop. Faith Furniture and the Faith family bringing three-pointers all night long, all season long. Three-point attempt for Wellington, hitting the baseline out of bounds in favor of the Mustangs. Riley Freese with her second three-pointer in the fourth quarter, third in the second half. That's actually the team's 6th here in the second half. 18 points off of three-pointers. Man, Rock Creek has been playing excellent throughout this entire game.
And great court vision from the freshman, Hadley Haig. She drives into the lane, could have forced a shot, looks out to the perimeter, and finds Riley Freese for the open 3.
We're officially under halfway through the fourth period, 59-45. Rock Creek, 14-point lead. Pitzer now, great athletic spin move. She tried right, nope. Put it back up left over Barton and scored. Barton with 4 fouls had to kind of hold up just a little bit on that. Rory Pitzer, her second field goal in the second half, first in the fourth quarter, gives Rock Creek a 16-point lead. 3-point attempt by Zika, and no. Rebounded, Riley Freese. Rock Creek is on their feet as we are right at 3 minutes to go. Lucy Martini with 4 fouls, about to sub back into this game. Under 20 on the shot clock. Zika tried to draw the charge, not able to get that to go. The refs were like, "No, we're just gonna let that play. That wasn't that important." As they're gonna call a foul. Looks like that's gonna be on Lindy Barton. If it is, that's her 5th, and it is. So Lindy Barton, the 6-foot senior, one of the catalysts for Wellington, being 23-2 on the season and earning the #1 seed in Class 4A, gets a big hug on the sideline from her coach, Eric Adams, on her way to the bench, and an overall standing applause from the Wellington crowd here. Wellington just south of Wichita, not too terribly far away from Wichita or from Hutchinson. We see her foul out of this contest. It was a floor foul, so Rock Creek inbounding the ball off the baseline. Kylie Frazee standing on the Hutchinson Community College Blue Dragon logo at midfield, at midcourt. Having some pretty good defense against Drew Zika. 20 on the shot clock. See a hands foul now called on Zika. That's going to be the 4th team foul for Wellington. It's going to be the 4th personal foul for Zika. 2.5 left. Ginter comes back in now for Vivian Wright for Wellington. So for Rock Creek, we have Martini, Frazee, Hake, Freese, and Pitzer. So the original starting 5, who is on the floor now for the Lady Mustangs. Kylie Frazee killing some time. 20 again on the shot clock. The shot clock did get resets. As we're just a little bit north of 2 minutes here in the third quarter, as we get a good hard shoulder foul by Kirsten Gregory coming in on the foul on that one. Gregory now has 4 fouls. So Wright has 4, Zika has 4, Gregory has 4. Lindy Barton has fouled out for the Crusaders. Rock Creek up 16, 2:05 left, 61-45 Mustangs.
Yeah, and I'd like to just go back to Lindy Barton for a second here. I know Wellington's had a couple good runs last year, this year. She's been a huge piece of that, so it's cool to see her get a standing O from her fans and a hug from her coach as she heads to the bench with her 5th foul.
Yeah, man, it doesn't matter what team you're cheering for or who it is. Anytime you see a final game and the finality of it, it just always gets you. It gets you like, whoa, you know. Living in Manhattan long enough, it's a goodbye town. As we see Kylie Frazee 1 for 2 from the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center free throw line. Not able to get her shot. Picked up by Pitzer. Over to Hake. Hake up and in. Hadley Hake, 8 points on this game. As we see a foul, I believe, on Riley Freese. The Bulldog getting down low.
It's a good, strong take there by Gregory. Just out in transition, no hesitation. But also a unfortunate foul. Good defensive effort there by Riley Freese.
As we see Lucy Martini making her way to the bench. That was actually, they charged Martini with that. I didn't realize that. So that's Lucy's 5th personal foul. All of Rock Creek Nation that's here in attendance, we're on the, you can see the Dragon facing us. So we're on the home side, if you will. This is where Rock Creek, everybody's sitting, our band's to the right. And Crush, Matt, shout out to the band. The Rock Creek band has been awesome all season long, especially pregame warm-ups today. As we see Kylie Frazee now, great defense from Kirsten Gregory, still on the ball from Frazee. Ooh, they're gonna call an intentional foul on Kylie Frazee. Frazee, got a little bit too aggressive on a push. The Rock Creek boys basketball team standing up like, what was that? That was just, she was going for the ball. No, they call the X on Kylie Frazee, the de facto team captain. Coach Keller's wanting an explanation on this one. Keller's disagreeing with it. Hey, he's going to defend his player rights. So that's going to be Kylie's 3rd personal foul. To the free throw line to shoot 2. Flagrants, they get 2 and then the ball, right? It's kind of like a technical.
Yes.
Okay. So going to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Intentional, I think, would be the
intentional, yes.
There.
Intentional, yes. As Kirsten Gregory to the free throw line is going to drop the first of 2. 7 points here in the second half. 9 on the game. As we are 96 seconds away from the conclusion of this one, as Gregory is going to make the second one. Because of the intentional foul, the ball is going to stay with the Crusaders. Rock Creek up 16, 64-48. A buck 36 left in this contest. A buck 36 left in this season. 3-point attempts. It's going to be blocked by Riley Freese. Pitcher's going to grab this one. They're going to say that was an offensive foul on Rory? They're going to call that one on Rory Pitzer. Believe it or not, her first personal foul. Yeah, Rory got the rebound, turned around. Ginter was standing right there, and they're going to say that that was going to be on Rory. As we'll see a couple of the players for Wellington bid adieu, head to the bench, get a standing O from their crowd. Ball's going to be batted to Zika, down low to right. Right triple teamed. Back out to Cornejo for 3 off the front of the iron. Picked up Riley Freese. Riley Freese losing the handle on it. Gregory was able to get the last one to touch it, actually, as the ball was making the way over to Frazee. It's going to roll out of bounds. Much to the chagrin of the Wellington fans. It went out right in front of the Wellington bench. They disagreed. It's going to stay with Rock Creek. As the ball is going to be out to Frazee. Frazee over to Whaley. Whaley back out to Frazee. 1:15 to go. Rock Creek up 16. As you see a foul called by Kirsten Gregory. That is going to be her 5th personal foul. So Kirsten Gregory is going to foul out of this game. That's going to be the 4th team foul for Wellington. So Rock Creek is going to get the ball, or go into the free throw line to shoot 2. Is that the 5th? I thought that was going to be the 5th team foul. They didn't update the scoreboard.
I think it is over here on the left. 5 fouls.
Okay, yeah, that is the 5th. So going to the free throw line to shoot the double bonus for Kylie Frazee. To the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center free throw line. She hits the first one. Frazee with one more, up 17. Rock Creek up 18. In the bronze medal game, my friends, this is going to be the greatest finish in Rock Creek girls basketball history.
It's really impressive. This team's been phenomenal all year. They start on the defensive end of the floor, and they've done just that tonight. They had a couple lulls, but they've responded well every single time. And here in the 4th quarter, they've been absolutely lights out defensively.
Rock Creek with the ball, 23 on the shot clock, 44 on the game clock. Cody Liming, our production director, store owner, the whole 9 yards. So we see a timeout called by Rock Creek. He called this up I'll finish my thought on this. It's a pretty cool thought that he said yesterday. But we do need to give a big shout out to our fourth quarter sponsor. A big thank you goes out to Fox Home Innovations. Fox Home Innovations, proud supporter of all things Rock Creek. Find my actual read. I'm getting excited over here. So Fox Home Innovations, we know your home is where life happens. That's why we handle everything from home services and remodels to custom additions and even new home builds. Whether you're updating a kitchen, transforming a bathroom, or creating more spaces for your family, our design build team helps guide you every step of the way. We focus on clear communication, detailed planning, and a client experience where you can feel confident and well supported throughout the entire project. Fox Home Innovations, quality craftsmanship, exceptional service, and homes built around you. Under 30 to go, Reagan Atkins to the rack. Claire Bussing getting her first minutes of the state semifinals and finals. The Hutchinson action going up, creating a jump ball. It's going to stay with Rock Creek. But what I was going to say that Cody had mentioned yesterday, he said, if you look at the state wrestling tournaments, the person that won first, third, fifth, and seventh in the team photo is always happy. The wrestler that's in second, fourth, sixth never looks happy because
just deflated.
It's the win versus the loss to end the season. And Rock Creek is going to be just one of two teams in Class 4A that's going to finish their season on a win.
Yeah, that's excellent. And the girls have done, as I said, a phenomenal job tonight this morning of executing both sides of the floor. It's been a complete team effort. Every single player that has seen the floor has contributed. I mean, you're even seeing Claire Bussing getting in here as a freshman late in the game, getting an offensive board, obviously a tie-up, but phenomenal performance by the Mustangs today.
As we see the clock being wound down now, under 10 to go, Rock Creek is officially going to win the bronze medal. They're the third place team in Class 4A. They run out to celebrate at midcourts. The Mustangs are dancing on the dragon. And just like that, the Lady Mustangs of Rock Creek, without any seniors, with the tons of questions coming into the season on what this team would look like, comes to Hutchinson, loses to Bishop Miege, but turns around the very next morning, takes out the #1 team in Wellington by 18 to win third place in Class 4A in Kansas girls high school basketball.
And it was an electric game from the start, Tyler. Just back and forth most of the game. Obviously, the Mustangs were able to kind of put their foot on the gas pedal in the fourth quarter and close this one out.
How fun it has been to cover this team all season long. I was kind of thinking about it on the drive here. We drove back to Manhattan last night, knowing that we'd be here all day. And so on the drive this morning, I was just kind of thinking about, if they win, what are we going to say about them? If they lose, what are we going to say about them? That question's been answered, but this team has been really fun to cover all season long. We did the initial flurry on Flush, the early season tournament. We've talked about it last couple weeks, pretty solid. We've talked about it all season long. They lost those 2 games, went to Wamego, lost, and then they didn't lose again until yesterday, and they won today. So they're going to end the season 24-4 and third place, dude. They're going to get a bronze medal right here. They're going to get a plaque that's going to be put in the trophy case at Rock Creek High School, and this team is going to be forever immortalized. We're going to send it down to coverage for Keisha. Let them go ahead and talk about this. Yeah, we'll do that. The Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, or the Faith Furniture and Faith Family postgame show officially starts now. You're watching exclusive coverage of Rock Creek Mustangs basketball and Backwards Broadcasting. We're going to send it down to States for the trophy presentation for the third place Rock Creek Lady Mustangs.
Number 1, Kylie Frazee. Number 3, Emma Livey. Number 4, Haley Lees. Number 5, Reagan Atkins. I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong ones. I apologize. Well, let's go to the Wellington Crusaders. Number 2, Lindy Barton. Number 3, Drew Zika. Number 5, Vivian Wright. Number 10, Claire Yenner. Number 15, Isabel Newman. Number 21, Cruz Corneo. Number 24, Kirsten Gregory. Number 25, Scarlett Smith. Number 30, Hayden Wetta. Number 33, Georgia Goulet. Number 35, Kinley Gregory. And the head coach for the Wellington Crusaders, Eric Adams. And now for the Rock Creek Mustangs. Number 23, Addie Schnelly for the Wellington Crusaders. Congratulations once again to the Wellington Crusaders, ladies and gentlemen. And now for your third place winner, the Rock Creek Mustangs. Please proceed to center court to receive your medal. Number 0, Lucy Martini. Number 1, Kylie Frazee. Number 3, Emma Leidy. Number 4, Haley Lees. Number 5, Reagan Atkins. Number 11, Kaylee Leidy. Number 14, Claire Busing. Number 15, Kennedy Whiteley. Number 23, Harlow Kadavi. Number 424, Riley Freeze. Number 25, Rory Bitzer. Number 35, Hadley Hake. And the head coach for the Rock Creek Mustangs, Trevor Keller. The KSHSAA Championship event is proudly presented by Mammoth. Fans, communities, and athletes, everyone deserves a place to experience the power of sport. Visit mmth.com to learn more. And presenting the third place trophy, members of the Hutchinson Community College Athletic Department staff to the Rock Creek Mustangs.
All right, the girls got it done. They got third place. Those are our girls, man, and it has been so fun to cover this team all season long. Again, we've talked about it a couple times over the last few weeks. This is the 8th game we've covered since last Tuesday. And we've talked about it over the last couple of weeks as we see Lucy Martini with the trophy right in front of her. Riley Freese to her left, Pitzer to the right of Martini. We've got Kylie Frazee, then Kennedy Whaley, then Emma Leiby, then the back row, Haley Lees, Claire Bussing, Harlow Kadavi, there's Kaylee Leiby, then there's also Hadley Hake, Reagan Atkins, being joined by the coaches, Coach Trevor Keller, by Coach Jess. Man, it's been Coach Rutledge, Coach Smith, Coach Kuhlman, the little kids, everybody taking part in this win. Everybody feels really great about this, as it's been a fun basketball season. Oh, I need to update my stats, baby. Oh, look, as we see the gals run over to a lot of players from the boys team. Yeah, you can see Zeb Brinson and Hudson Edelman right there. What's Peter Martini's sign say? It says RC Mustangs. Oh, you guys can read that side. Y'all can read that. Pause it if you need to. It's kind of funny. We promised we weren't going to say anything about it, but, you know, that's them, not us. So it's kind of cool. The girls are getting a picture with the cheerleaders now, and the students, the boys basketball team. They play again at 5. They play again tonight, 5:30. Because this win is much more than just the gals that were out on the court. This truly is for all of Rock Creek Nation. It has been such a fun sports season the last couple of years. at Rock Creek High School. State's won 3 baseball championships over the last few years. Last year they got runner-up in baseball. Girls softball last year made it to the state tournaments. Volleyball was the state runner-up last season. Football made it to the Final Four before losing to Andale, which is it's like literally walking into a buzzsaw. Boys basketball, the defending runners-up from last year, losing to McPherson with a chance to, they got high expectations starting tonight. It's been a great sports season, and man, I couldn't be more proud of these girls to fight through adversity throughout the entire season, get better each and every game, to come into the state tournaments. A lot of questions. Again, they earned the number 1 seed in Sub-State 1, and so on the east side, and so they made it. Beating Wamego at the very end was huge. It took Bishop Miege out of our side of Sub-States. Wamego fell at home by 31 to the team that we lost to yesterday. Played pretty well against Bishop Miege. We were kind of curious how they respond tomorrow morning, breakfast basketball, and they responded excellently and got 3rd place. Yeah,
it's been such a fun and special season to watch and be a part of. Obviously, great to finish the season on a win. I was kind of reflecting on yesterday a little bit last night, and while it's never fun to lose, and I'm not a huge fan of consolation prizes, these Mustang girls really did play that Miege team closer and more competitively than just about any team outside of 5 and 6A schools have all season. So they have a lot to be proud of, and we talked about this yesterday on stream, but a lot to look forward to.
Oh, man.
There's so much youth on this team. Obviously, no seniors, nobody graduating. Everybody's coming back next season. They should be so proud of what they've already accomplished. And the best part is they get to continue to work as an entire team moving forward.
108-7 is now the school basketball record so far and counting for Rock Creek basketball this year between varsity, JV, freshmen, both boys and girls, combined 108-7. It's 109. It was 108-7 yesterday. It's 109-7. That's what it is. Yeah. I didn't update my.
Oh, that's right, because I was saying 111 sounds good last night.
It did. Yeah, so 109-7. So 102 more wins than losses for all of Rock Creek as these girls, again, no seniors. That's it's rare. You don't see that very often. And then for them to come out and compete, dropping 2 games at the inaugural Flurry on Flush at home in December. We've talked about it quite a bit ever since then. The calendar turned over to 2026. They rolled through January in the NCKL lineup pretty well. Lost to Wamego by 11 on January the 30th. Went undefeated, including the revenge loss, the avenged loss over Wamego in a great game, 50-48 at home on junior night. And then came into March, rolled through sub-states. They came up against Bishop Miege, but Bishop Miege is playing for their 33rd their 33rd state championship game tomorrow. I mean, women's basketball has only been a thing since the early 70s. And so that's a storied program. It's much like football playing Andale. It's just a storied program you come up against, and sometimes experience truly does matter at these moments. But for them gals to come in today and respond well and just have a brief one, it was 17-16 in the first half. It was the only time that Rock Creek trailed in this game. They played great. They ended up winning by 18 and winning 3rd place en route to the greatest girls basketball team in school history.
Yeah, absolutely. And they did a great job weathering the storm tonight. They'd get out to 5 10-point leads, and Wellington would come cruising back. And Rock Creek continued to stay composed. We talked about their youth time and time again. For a team as young as Rock Creek to answer to runs like that and continue to respond to adversity, it's super impressive. And they consistently play a couple of freshmen, and for those freshmen to come in and be patient offensively, to pass up open shots for better shot opportunities and things like that, I think it's a huge testament to Coach Keller and his staff and just the way that they prepare these girls and have coached these girls and helped them develop throughout the season. But I'm really excited for the future of this Mustang girls team. And extremely proud of this 3rd place finish for them.
As the Faith Furniture postgame show rolls on, we'll be hearing from Coach Trevor Keller coming up here in a little bit. As down on the court, we got both the boys and the girls basketball team down there celebrating all the friends and family. We got the gals coming back out of the locker room, hugging their family. I see Haley Lease down there. Big shout out to her dad, Jeremy Lease. He was throwing pitch. I found this out. I'm not sure if he was able to make it today, but he was throwing pitch to a baseball player and took a baseball off his cheek.
Oh.
And broke it in a couple different spots. Sorry if he didn't want me to say that to anybody, but he's having surgery at KU Med for it. He broke it in 4 different spots. And so Jeremy Lease, the dad of Haley Lease, I saw her coming back out on the court. So, yeah, big shout out to Jeremy for what he does for Rock Creek Sports. All the parents, man, you gotta think of all the parents. Look at Cody Frazee down there, Kylie's dad. Not only is he a great man, but he also does great in business with Frazee Developments. Dude, he's had a heck of a daughter. Kylie Frazee has had an outstanding season. That's just one player. You got Brian Martini, the dad of Lucy Martini. Not to single anybody out. I saw Jake Adkins earlier. Started to know more and more of the Rock Creek family, but to have a great kid, it always starts with the great parents. And Rock Creek has great parents from top to bottom.
Absolutely, and they have great kids. You talked about the Frazee family. They're great. We talked about all those other families. They're all really, really good people when you get to know them. And it shows on the court. These girls just play so cohesively, and they've got great team camaraderie. I think that's just because they're all respectful girls, and they're good people outside the basketball court. They're good students in the classroom, and so naturally they're going to be good basketball players.
Yeah, and that's just all the Rock Creek kids. That's the advantage of being a part of a rural school. A place like a Rock Creek or even Riley County. Remember the old rivalries between Rock and Riley?
Oh, yeah.
They were
the real
such
RC argument.
Yeah, the real RC argument. Well, they used to be a rivalry and such an argument because of the quality of kids that the schools were so evenly matched. And so, yeah, Rock Creek as a whole is in a pretty good spot right now. But the girls get it done, win the bronze, 66-48. Sports are on fire. This is the first of 2 games. Tonight, the boys, the number 1 seed in the 4A semifinal, will be taking on Hugoton. Hugoton won the state championship in 2023. Runners-up in 2024 to McPherson. McPherson did go back-to-back the last 2 years. They got dropped in the quarterfinal game to Hutchinson. And so we'll be looking at that game tonight as we see Coach Trevor Keller making his way up to the broadcast booth. As the Faith Furniture postgame show rolls on, presented by our friends at Faith Furniture. They take pride in helping families create homes that are comfortable, welcoming, and built around moments that matter the most. More than just a furniture store, Faith Furniture believes in supporting the communities they serve, from local schools to local athletics and the families that make these communities special. Faith Furniture and the Faith family. FaithFurniture.com, proud sponsors of Rock Creek Athletics, Backroads Broadcasting, and the post-game show as it rolls on. Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined in the booth. Biggest smile on your face we've seen so far all season, ladies and gentlemen. Head coach Trevor Keller with the bronze medal around your neck and the 3rd place winners in Class 4A, buddy.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
The best finish in Rock Creek High School girls basketball history.
Yeah. Tied that 09 team. For a 3rd place finish. But most wins in a season. Adding the 3 games obviously helps, but to finish the year with 24 wins, really special. I was talking to Coach Rutledge. He actually brought it up. 2 years ago, before I got here, these juniors, when they were freshmen, they won 4 games. And to go from 4 wins 2 years ago, to now being 3rd place at the state tournament, just a testament to all the work that they've done, all the time that they've put in, and just so proud of our group.
Well, it goes back to you as well. I mean, just the way that you're able to drop a pretty solid game plan. Whenever they take Pitzer away, you'd go to Frazee. When they take Frazee away, you'd go down to Pitzer. And if both of those got taken away, dude, you had weapons outside, and you were drawing up good key plays for everyone. What is it that your program has kind of done that's made it go from a 4-win to a 24-win season?
We have really good players.
Always so humble.
Well, the reality of it is, when you have really good players, as a coach, you can drop whatever you want, and when they're able to go execute, I'm not drawing up Lucy Martini making a buzzer beater 3 with the shot clock, and then a buzzer beater 3 to close the quarter. That's just players making plays, and that's what it comes down to. And so, so proud of them. Riley struggled shooting the ball early, but she's a shooter. She has unlimited confidence, and knocked out some big shots to extend the lead after they had made a run. So Yeah, and not just those two. I mean, Hadley Hake in the first half, right? She scores 8 points, big time as a freshman, and guarding the other team's best player on a consistent basis. So just so many players, you know, and we didn't even mention at that time Kylie and Rory. So, like, just players across the board, and just proud of them, the way that they come in and contribute and play their role. There's so many players that are part of this, and so just thankful to have the opportunity to coach them.
Well, we talked about it last night. I mean, just look at the way both Hadley Hake and also Reagan Atkins not only grew up in front of our eyes this season, but the way they locked down Mary Grant, the D1 commit from Bishop Miege. She was frustrated by those two last night.
Yeah, both super athletic, both physical, bought into their role of defending the other team's best player, have done a really good job. So they have really bright futures ahead of them, and excited to see as they continue to grow and improve their game, just kind of how far they can go.
And also throughout the season, as the season went on, look at the difference that Rory Pitzer, watch her growing up.
Yeah.
She got stronger down low. Her moves got to be more important. She started making those down low shots. She started hitting every free throw that you'd put in front of her in high pressure situations like the Wamego game. Yeah. Rory Pitzer, talk about Aurora Pitzer and how she really developed as a player this season.
Yeah, it's awesome, right?
Yes.
Like last year to be playing primarily JV at the beginning of the year last year, to where she's at now, being an all-state player, in my opinion. Again, just a testament to the work that Rory's put in, the time that she's put in. And in those moments, the best part for me as a coach is to see how much her confidence has grown, right? Like you're talking about the free throws that she made. She's so much more confident as a player. And so that's really cool to just not only the skill development, but just the confidence growth of in her own game.
Then you got Lucy Martini and also Riley Freese.
Yeah.
Those two, you can look at Riley Freese. I mean, she had 2 3-pointers in the fourth quarter. She had a third in the third quarter, so she had 9 points tonight on the game. She had 1 3 yesterday. But the story with Riley Freese, I called her a bulldog on air yesterday, and her aunt and uncle saw it and sent me tape of it this morning. We're laughing, loved it.
Yeah.
Dude, her hustle was outstanding. Her defense was outstanding, and that girl never quit for a second.
No, Riley doesn't. And so, yeah, again, that just feeds into the rest of our team. And I've talked with you several times after games about our message all year has been play one play at a time. And I think that really helped us. When Wellington made that run, a lot of teams would freak out or, shrink in that moment. There was no shrinking for us, We just continue to play one possession at a time. We're able to open it back up with a run of our own.
And then another one, good old Lucy Martini, just such a smart player.
Yeah.
Gosh, she's got a good shots.
Yes.
Clutch 3-pointers. She had 2 threes in the third that really helped quell any momentum of Wellington coming back into the game when they got it. They had that brief 1-point lead, 17-16 in the second, and then they got to within 4 in the third quarter. Lucy, like you mentioned, hit a 3 at the end of the buzzer beater on the shot clock, hit a 3 at the end of the third quarter to really just set the tone for the fourth and final period. Lucy Martini, above everything else, though, is just such a smart player.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Lucy's a player that even when she's not scoring, she impacts the game in so many ways. And, exactly what you talked about. Her basketball IQ is so high that she does so many things for our team. She broke the single season assist record for Rock Creek girls basketball. And so that number only went up over the state tournament. I'm not sure what it's at right now, but I know for sure before coming into it that she already had it. So, that's just one example of the way that she impacts the game, and there's numerous. So, yeah, so proud of Lucy.
And then also some of the role players coming in off the bench. You got to mention Kennedy Whaley. She had been my vote for probably the 6th player of the year, and Reagan Atkins. A great role player coming in off the bench. Haley Lease got more and more time as the season rolled on. Claire Bussing and Harlow Cadavy getting in at the very end of the season. Emma Leiby getting some action, very good defender as well. But out of the whole entire roster, 47 is how many points Kylie Frazee scored in this tournament. She scored 24 yesterday, and she had 23 points today.
Yeah.
Kylie Frazee, bro, that's her first team All-State selection, without a doubt.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I've been saying it for a while. I think Kylie's one of the best guards in the state, and with the opportunity for our team to play here, numerous players stepped up, and Kylie between Chapman, our first-round game, and then the game against Miege yesterday and today, she averaged 23 points a game. And so When you're seeing teams at this level, with the quality of coaching that you're going against, and you know her name's at the top of every scouting report, for her to come out and perform like that and score the ball in that way, it's really special.
It's awesome how throughout the regular season she averaged 15.2 points per game. Come March, she increased it to even higher than that, adding an extra 8 points, stepping up when she needed to. She was held scoreless in the first quarter in this game, but then responded well in the second quarter. She hit her free throws in the end, and at the end of the day, I mean, just one of the most outstanding players, not only on this squad, not only in this tournament, but across the entire state of Kansas.
Yeah, you nailed it. Like I said earlier, I think she's an all-state player, and Kylie's really special. And we have a number of really special players in our program, and that's what makes it so fun. And coming to practice every day, and really looking forward to, like you said, we don't have any seniors on the roster, so looking forward to seeing their growth over the summer, because there's things that we got to improve on. We got to keep getting better. And so excited to get to work this summer with them and just see where we can go from here.
Think about the confidence they're going to be having going into the summer and then into next year. It's going to be sky high, and just like the boys team from last year until this year, the expectation is going to be sky high. The target's going to be on your back, but you know what? It's better to lead from the front than from behind, right?
Yeah, that's kind of Rock Creek athletics across the board at this point, right?
Yep.
And so that's the best part, and we look forward to that challenge and that opportunity.
So spring break's next week. Today's the first day of spring break. Happy Friday the 13th, spring break day. Do you have any plans, any trips planned for next week? Are you going to go to Cancun or anything?
No. We have almost a 1-year-old. We have another son that's going to be turning 4, and then a 5-year-old will be 6 this summer. So 2 younger kids to do that. It was actually my birthday yesterday.
Dude!
And so, a little, this is what we wanted, right? We wanted to win
For sure.
for the birthday. Didn't get that last night, but great response today by our group, and so, yeah. No.
Oh, I totally would have sang ugly on air to you if I'd known that yesterday. Good thing I wasn't tipped off on that. That'd have been disgusting. Everybody been like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
I talk a little bit too much anyway. So any final words you want to give out to beautiful Rock Creek Nation after your bronze place win?
Yeah, no, just appreciate the support all year. Rock Creek is a special place, and I just appreciate the way that Rock Creek's embraced me and my family, and we love being here and super excited about where our girls basketball program is at right now and the future of it.
Absolutely. Well, Coach Trevor Keller, on behalf of Rock Creek Nation, thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you for what you did.
Yeah,
thank you for
that's
bringing home the 3rd place. Thank you for what you do for these gals, and just overall, on behalf of Rock Creek, thank you.
Well, appreciate you guys. Yep, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 3rd place bronze medalist, head coach Trevor Keller. Thank you. As the Faith Furniture postgame show rolls on, few more minutes before we roll out and sign off. You can hear the bands getting charged back up as we've got Heston about to take on Silver Lake. I believe that's the 3rd place. Yeah, that's the 3rd place game for Class 3A. Huge game last night directly after our game. Silver Lake losing to Wichita Collegiates. So they're getting ready to roll on that one. I think we're going to go to the Astronaut Museum, as Xander called it. I want to go to Bogey's for lunch. The old school Manhattanite in me wants to go to Taco Hut, but I think we're going to go to Bogey's. If you've never been to Bogey's in Hutchinson, they can bill us. We can bill them for advertising. They can bill us for time, because I've been spending so much time talking about Bogies. And then, before we roll out, a couple things. I got to hear from you, Logan. But first, we've got to send this one down to our residential. This guy's always so fun. We're going to send this down to our residential sideline reporter, our high school senior, Mr. Xander Dick. Xander, are you with me?
I am indeed.
Okay, again, I'm looking down trying to figure out where you are. I can't see you, but yeah, again, it's like, where's Waldo? It's kind of a fun thing now. So tell me, give me your thoughts. You watched our girls team. You've spent a lot of time this season covering Rock Creek basketball. You've been in every game, home and on the road. Give me your thoughts, man. The girls, they got the bronze medal. They got 3rd place. They got it done.
They played really great. Obviously, they forgot about yesterday, focused on what today brought, and they took care of business. Even though students were over there, they were still here, but still was really grateful to see these girls for the first time since 2009 do something that since I'm a senior in high school, last time in high school that I'll be able to see them do that.
Absolutely. So I got to ask you, who's your votes for the 6th player of the year for this Rock Creek team? I'm curious your thoughts.
Sorry, can you say that again? I am barely here right now.
Who'd you say?
Can you say that one more time? I can barely hear.
Yeah. Who is your votes for the 6th player, the player off the bench for this Rock Creek team this year?
Oh, 6th player. I gotta say it's probably Reagan Atkins. She came off the bench and did her part really well, even for a freshman. I mean, your expectations can only go so far for a freshman, but I feel as though she outreached her expectations and did really well.
Dude, Reagan Atkins, that's a good vote. I think I'm in agreement with you on that. The freshman coming into the game, always playing pretty well. So yeah, we're both in sync with that one. Who was your defensive player of the year for Rock Creek?
Dude, this is a tough one. It's got to go between Riley Freeze and Luce. I actually have 3. I can't just name one, but it's Riley Freeze, Lucy Martini, and it has to be Emma Libby when she's in. They're really great game changers, and it really helped this Rock Creek team succeed as well as they did this season. And without them, I don't think this Rock Creek team would be where they are currently.
Man, you are on fire, my friend. Who would you say is the offensive MVP for Rock Creek?
I have to split the MVP. I got to go to Kylie Frazee and Rory Pitzer. These 2 girls are like the 1-2 punch. Riley Frazee just did her job. She set the offense up. She took the opportunities, and if it wasn't there, Rory was always there to help her, back her up, and that's something you really look forward to. And basketball, including for girls, because, for Rock Creek this year, with no seniors on it, these 2 really had to step up in the position of what the seniors would have had it done, and I believe they really helped this team succeed this year.
Absolutely, and since this is the final game of the year, got to ask you, who's your vote for overall team's most valuable player for this Rock Creek team?
This one I'll go single. I'm going to go Rory Pitzer. I believe she did a spectacular season. She really did her role as the center. Even though she wasn't probably the tallest girl in 4A, she still played one of the most significant roles that every basketball team needs. And I'm really excited because she's here again next year, and it's really a great thing for Rock Creek, including for a team that usually would have seniors on it, like Wellington, having most of their players being seniors. This Rock Creek team, they lose no one, which is really a significant thing for them next year. And Rory, if not, will play better next year than she will be this year.
Outstanding answers, my friend. That went way better than I expected it to go. You do a great job. You do a great job. Just being you. The candid answers are always the best ones, and that was a fantastic analysis on your postseason awards. Okay, so coming up tonight, we got the boys action right here, 5:30 Hutchinson. Give me your early thoughts on the boys game and the semifinal for 4A tonight.
For the boys, my expectations for them are as always, for a team that's undefeated, you obviously have a big dot on your back because teams want to come in here and upset you. But for Rock Creek, it's got to be taking care of business. Don't overthink what you're doing. Yes, this is a brand new environment. It's going to be loud in here, but as long as they can keep their composure locked in, I feel as though they will be exactly where they were in Salina, exactly where they were at home, and exactly where they were at Pratt. And then for Hutchinson, it's just for them to keep doing what they're doing. But for Rock Creek, you got to keep doing what they've been doing all season.
Outstanding expert analysis, my friends. All right, so we're getting towards the end of the postgame. You ready to go to the Astronaut Museum next door?
Oh, dude, I have been so hyped about that. In fact, last night on the ride home, we were talking about it, and he told me about the SR-71, and I'm actually really excited to see that.
We're going to be going to the Kansas Cosmosphere here in just a little bit. That's going to be pretty fun to go with you guys. We might have to see if we can't break out some film before the boys' game tonight.
Yeah.
So, Xander Dick, you're the man. High school senior, part of the RCTV program, been our color analyst all season long. The biggest Rock Creek fan I know. And, Xander, that third-place championship was for you as well, my friend. I hope you know that.
I'm really happy to be here for them, even though the student section was kind of lame. But at the same time, really exciting to see them, and I can only hope the best for them next year.
Xander, you're the man. Let's go to lunch, and then let's go to the Astronaut Museum at the Cosmosphere next door. We'll try to catch you. We'll pipe you in before the. We'll talk to you at the boys' game tonight. How about that?
Yeah, we'll see you then.
You're the man, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Xander Dick. He's a Hoots senior, Rock Creek High School. You never know what you're gonna get. He is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get from Xander. But dude, his postseason awards were actually really outstanding and right on the money. I asked him who his thoughts on sixth man were. I had to agree. Had to be Reagan Atkins. Defensive Player of the Year. He mentioned Emma Leiby, which you got to give her some love too, because when she does come in and she's on defense. But Lucy, Riley Freese, and Emma Leiby, great defenders. I'm probably going to have to give that one to Riley Freese, especially with her play here in the tournament. Although Lucy's my girl. Either one, that one's hard to single out. Offensive Player of the Year, big-time players make big-time plays. I have to go with Kylie Frazee, and then she's my team's MVP this year. If we have to single people out, it's a team award. We're happy for the entire team. But Kylie Frazee, bro, 47 points. She had 47 points during the tournament. 24 yesterday, 23 today.
Yeah, and just in the last 2 games. And with a team that's as balanced as the Mustangs are, it is so hard to identify one player that had a significantly greater impact than the others, both offensively and defensively. Obviously, one name that nobody mentioned for defensive MVP that obviously early in the season, she's young. She probably didn't get as many minutes, but she developed her way into a starting role here at the state tournament. Hadley Hake.
Yes.
I mean, she locked down Mary Grant in that semifinal game for the most part. And so you get players like that are your freshmen that should be bench players, stepping into roles, and your whole team's bought in. It's so hard to identify a defensive MVP because they're all playing so cohesively and so strong together.
Well done. Well, one thing we do know for certain, the Rock Creek Lady Mustangs, 3rd place here at States, tied for the best finish in school history. First in most wins ever, 24-4 will be their final record. 23 points tonight for Kylie Frazee, 14 for Rory, 9 for Riley Freese, 3 huge three-pointers, 8 points for Hadley Hake, 3 points for Kennedy Whaley, and then a 9-point efforts from the one and only Lucy Martini. So that does it for girls basketball for the season. Still got two more games for the boys starting tonight, 5:30 in the state semifinal. They're going to be playing Hutchinson, so the number 1 seed against the number 4 seed. It's going to be a great matchup from right here at the Hutchinson Sports Arena. We no doubt will be alongside for the ride on that one. Oh, man. All right. I think we need to go get hamburgers, go get some astronaut ice cream at the Cosmosphere, get suited and booted for tonight's action, baby. We're going to have to put our suits on tonight because it's a business trip.
Let's do it.
All business trip. Logan, you've done a really great job, my friend. I have to give you some credit. You've done a really good job being a color analyst.
My pleasure.
A lot of basketball, kind of a blistering amount, really, honestly, when you have both teams in going all the whole distance. And it's you've helped keep me on track. I hope you've learned a little bit from me on how to do all this stuff. And as this is your first time, but you've done a great job. So this 3rd place victory is for you as well.
Hey, I appreciate your guidance. Couldn't have done it without you. And I just appreciate letting me step into color commentary role that I've always kind of wanted to do. And with your guidance, I have definitely felt good about it.
It was a divine interaction, my friend, and I'm grateful you were able to join us. So we're going to sign off for a few hours. We'll be back on games at 5:30 tonight, so we'll be back on air 5:10, 5:15, 5:20-ish. Basically, when we get around to it. I mean, that's pretty much what it is, not going to lie. But, yeah, we're going to head on out, go to the Cosmosphere. Hope you enjoy your day. If you're able to make it down to Hutchinson, safe travels. If you're on your way back home, safe travels. If you're going to stay at home, watch it tonight. We're happy to have you joining us courtside for exclusive coverage, once again, of Rock Creek Mustangs Athletics on the road to the championship. Thank you to all of our fine sponsors that have helped bring this game to fruition. We do want to give a big shout-out before we roll out to the DeWeese family, to Westy Pharmacy, to Fox Home Innovations, to Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center. Thank you as well to Faith Furniture and Faith Family and the Faith Family. Thank you to ISR Wendy Rogers. Thank you to Shortstop. Thank you to Ozone Roofing, Farmer State Bank, and you for tuning in with us. We couldn't do this without you. So we'll see you tonight, 5-ish. We're heading out. Rock Creek gets it done, wins 3rd place in state. They get it done 66-48 from the Hutchinson Sports Arena for our entire crew. Signing off for a little while for, gosh, we're not writing everybody's name down now. Okay, we got Xander Dick, Nate Bortnick, Dylan Nelson, Chevy Brock, Cody Lyman, Cody Roach. For my main man, Mr. Logan Miner, I'm Tyler Jackson. We have to go, but we'll BRB. Go Mustangs.
Watch out, here I come. This is my time. I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time. Ready to shine. Brighter than all of the lights. This when it's game time. Seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like, this is my time. This is my time. This is my time.